Welcome to Cranky Live, the show where bold minds meet real talk. This isn't your average sports or news show. It's where we break down sports, culture, and controversy with facts, fire, and fearless honesty. Here, truth cuts through the noise and hype gets exposed. From football to track and field, from world issues to local debates, we ask the tough questions, speak without fear, and go deeper than the headlines. We don't follow the crowd, we set the trend. While others recycle the same tired takes, we bring fresh insight, unfiltered analysis, and bold perspectives. No echo chambers, no puppet talk, just real conversation for people who think for themselves. Listen with your brain, not just your ears. Think critically, question boldly, and speak freely. This is Cranky Live, where reason rules the mic and truth always wins. Come on, let's get into it. Good afternoon. Why is my thing set up like this? How are you doing, everyone? I apologize for keep changing the time. I came on and realized my mic wasn't working. I was a little bit in a, I wouldn't call it a panic, but a little bit perturbed. Bless up LFB. Bless up One Love. Yes, Hagrim's is in the playoffs. Hagrim's like a no-name team with no-name players playing in bush leagues. And Hagrim's in the playoff. Beat Portugal 2-0. Beat Hungary at Hungary. You know, we know Hagrim's can coach. Very defensive. You know, we like offense, but his team are hard to beat. They got lucky, though. They scored goals in the 96 and 97 minute to win. Parrot can't stop talking him goal. And bless up Jargons. Thanks for being here, everybody. As you come in, people do the regular thing. You know that go. Bless up Mark. I figure it's Sunday afternoon, people relaxing, probably watch NFL or some basketball. And true, me kind of lose interest in them sports. I'm not telling a lie. Still watch my Knicks, but I don't really watch NFL that much. When it comes to playoff time and maybe Super Bowl, yeah. Even though I used to be a football addict, couldn't tell me nothing about the NFL. But over time, my interests have changed. Obviously, Jamaica is part of it, even though we love Jamaica, but sometimes Jamaica don't love it, so you know that go. And Benjamin Castaneda, I always come with him religious thing. I know what the story with him. But bless up Castaneda, your thing that, you have to do your thing. Hit the like button, people. Zebez, Mr. Man, Marcus, everyone, thanks for joining. We'll talk some football, we'll talk some oneness, we'll talk some togetherness. We also do some beating, because some people deserve beating. We don't beat the team, we don't beat the administration. We'll beat some other load mode, fool people them. We'll beat them, because they deserve beating. They're going with them nonsense. In time where we need to be together, whether it's because of tragedies, whether it's because of challenging situations, and whether it's because our football team is in a very precarious situation, we all try to help any way we can, because we have fans, our fanatics, but we're also supportive, and we want the best for the team and the team to win. We'll do some negativity, but not about the team, because it is what it is. Or some people are trying to always bring them nonsense, and them are always trying to throw shades on other people, but them are do nonsense, and then them are do it. And we all give up. We always have receipts, so we give receipts. And people, we never just look at me and what I can say. I thought you said you're going to reduce your Jamaica football engagement. And I said to him, I've talked to people, and then we can't think about it afterwards, because it does get to be a little bit challenging. People hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. Hit the like button, people. Don't be afraid of it. It's not going to bite you. Sort of an impromptu session that we're having. So I want to talk about a couple of things, which is about unity. You know, the concept about unity is strength. But Mr. Man said, even if your co-workers, YouTubers working hard and split off who born. Yeah. We'll talk about that. That has to be talked about. But we want to focus on, we'll talk about that first. We can't get out of the way, because of positivity winner. We have beat anybody who are trying to bring up negative thing. So if I bring up negative thing, we have beat them. If they deal with positivity, the team, the players, we can win the game, that way upon, right? So let's talk about the players first. You know what? when we get negative out the way first, people. We get negative out the way first. Because we want the momentum to be a positive vibes and the momentum to be a crescendo of goodness, wellness, us doing well, us want to do well, positive vibes to come Tuesday. I won't be in Jamaica. I thought about going down, but that's something you have to take care of. So, something I like fly, but apart from the flying, so sometimes you have to just put to them fear, them fly, non-fly thing there. I have some stuff may I look after, so I can't reach, but I have enough brethren who gone down. And in Jamaica, I watch a game, and I saw something that said grandstand is 3/4 sold out, probably sold out by now. We don't want you just grandstand. We want the stadium to sell out. It's superficial. So we start with that, people. So, and then we'll jump into each of the parties that informs the holistic program for the football. So we'll touch the players, we'll touch the administration, we'll touch the fans, and I'm gonna call others. So coaching staff, administrators, players, and fans. Before I jump into that, I want to talk about I've been going back and forth with I look a fool at Jamaica, an idiot upon TV and upon radio. So we call them idiot fool people there. And the person called me divisive people because I had said on another radio program, KLAS had called into the program and says, based on a number of different factors, that CFAS wasn't a guaranteed starter. So me go back and forth with CFAS people. So me depend on the bandwagon and me jump off a bandwagon. I know mistake. I may have receipts for that. I may post some receipts this week. If you tell people, say, nonsense they might talk about. Me say depend on CFAS bandwagon 24/7. But normally for me, if you're not playing a football at your club, I'll call certain things and say, you know what? That's a problem for me. Grandstand sold out. Not surprised. That's a good thing. Hopefully, they can sell out breachers now. So my view was that if we had 7 wingers if Greenwood went come and we have Bailey and Gray and Dixon and Wisp and Campbell, blah, 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 that he may not be a definite starter. And frankly, I still hold that view. I don't change that view. But I've supported CFAS. As I know, we go back and forth. Because when him play good, him get flowers. When he play good, him get beaten. And him never play good. He never play good the other day. But him do the most significant thing in that game. It was effective. But he never play good. Maybe somebody run after him more and say, oh, blah, blah, blah. And I see him crap them at top board. CFAS made 5 passes in one game. He played 6-7 minutes. He make 3 out of 5 passes, people. Well, no, can't come talk to him about them thing there. Him score a goal. I like how Haaland is to play. Him score a goal, brilliant goal, him be get him flowers. But him goal never change nothing. We still would have to get a draw or win, and we still have to get a win now. Him goal never change nothing. But I'm a film fall there, the goal score. Nobody film goal score. But that's not the point. We're not coming for beat nobody. We come for praise. Come for praise CFAS. We're not coming for beat CFAS. I know that today. But there's a person in Jamaica over a big enough platform and who is extremely negative. I mean, I wonder, said for this person, is it that because sometimes people compare them program to people, it's all about the money, Them drop a quick video, they get 30,000 views. That can work out to if you have a CPM about $10, you can get $300, and that add up if you do 4 or 5 views, whatever, right? Depends how much views you get. And them have decent platform and decent number of subscribers. But the person is always being negative when it comes to, he's a xenophobe, and he likes to call out people, and he likes to beat him chest, especially if he thinks he get something right. I'm not getting nothing right, really. Right? And I heard, I'm going to play what I'm saying. I heard him the other day talk about the team and some other things, people. The man is just, an idiot. And if I saw Jamaica, if them people are leaders in Jamaica, then Jamaica in trouble. If we have full people like that, I run things at Jamaica, and them I run things, and them have them platform, and them have big audience, then Jamaica in trouble. We have the idiot man there. Trouble, we not star. Trouble, big trouble. Right? Big trouble. Now, as we said, I'm not comfortable beating no CFAS. I support CFAS. I support Gray. I support the administration. I support everybody. But when we have them fooled up on the side, I run off them out, and I beat them chest on the ground. First of all, me have my receipts. I talk about CFAS. I don't need nobody to tell me about say me I was a fight CFAS and bad my CFAS. CFAS don't have nothing I want. And that fool don't have nothing I want either. So I'm about say me I try fight and me a bad mind. You're an idiot. You know no sense. You just have a big mouth and you're a clown. And when clowns start running off them mouth and other people buy into the clown thing, then they have good things. So I play what the clown say. I play what the clown say, people. And you hear what I'm saying. I mean, I counter the clown. Then you know what I do? I done with, I say I done with the clown, but when me hear them thing against her before we have a game on Tuesday, it bother me. So I play what the clown say, and then I respond to it, and then I say, you know what? We drop the mic on the clown and just move on, people.
That I'm gonna sleep on the bed with the miserable self. If you look at the defender, we are trying to mark him yesterday, they feel like post. That's why Cephas dash him away and kick the ball like that when the goal score. Because the ball don't want to tackle him. So he back off, and him know the man fast, you know. So he back off and him know the man run him dead, you know. Cephas slotted beautifully, people.
First of all, Cephas scored a brilliant. I should respond to everything I say. Cephas scored a brilliant goal. You do the mark Cephas, the right back Pian, and not even the mark Cephas when they go at the centre half. And then the centre half back off and then free for Cephas speed. Pian mark Cephas had 4 dribbles, you have 1 of 4 successful dribble in the game. Right? So when the stats are a little bit wrong. Cephas had about 24 touches. He made 3 of 5 successful passes. I know you play 67 minutes and only make 5 passes, but you know what? It don't matter if you score, because then you're king. And it's a good thing. Him score is a good thing. But it wasn't Pian who was free. Because Pian marked Cephas most of the game. And plus, Cephas never none of the forward them get good balls in dangerous position. Our midfield is woeful. We have talked about this in the people, but we're not going to negative today. We talked about the midfield. We talk about the midfield. We give the people them idea of the source. And the coach said no one people there. But anyway, let's finish this quick.
Yeah, all of the people them where I've done like a fight against thing there with Cephas. So now I got that. I'm going to sleep on the bed with the miserable self. Full self. I come talk about Cephas should not be automatic. Who up on the field and make any difference? Eh? Them are get up on the field. You don't see them are great. You don't see Bobby Reed. The next decision again. Maybe I tell you about Coach McLaren. The decision to start Roman Borrell in another game here. Another England-based player. Another man where, he not get over playing time. But we hear Steve McLaren before the match talk about how Bowser is Jamaica's top striker and the Caribbean top striker, and Bowser can't see the field. Where can go, sir? Eh? You know, this McLaren mix up in him head and I don't know where, man. Look for the coaching staff down there when them throw a shot at them.
So let me say some people. You see that many people? At them, people have problem in Jamaica, you know. You know, do no research, you know, do no investigation, and him have access with it, you know. Him lazy. He's a man saying work hard, you know, him have 10 jobs, but him lazy. He's a lazy journalist. Him have if you have so much job, that means that you they're not pay you enough. You need to get another job. No man I work 4 or 5 jobs and still have to do so much job. If you do so much job at Jamaica, them not pay enough. People come up and do that because they might try to get money quick for buy a house and do certain things. You know, Jamaica, they do it for 20-something years, they do 3 or 4 jobs, and not pay enough, my youth. Change your make something different, you can make some real money. Because the man attack, first of all, if you do investigation, people know this. There's a reason why they did what they did. The court said Nicholson is the best for the Caribbean. I don't agree with that, but I feel in perspective, right? And you can say that for both your player. The coach didn't play Nicholson. I had a conversation with somebody from the JFF. I must say this, from the JFF, the day before the game. And the person said to me, there are about 6 people on yellow card. I'm sure it was 6, but he said 6, but about 5, 6 people on yellow card. And when I check out, it would have been Nicholson, Dixon, Ian Freer, Lemba Kisa, maybe about 2 or 3. But some we were the idiots at first. And we may talk about that, people. Because, do no investigation. You can't have a big platform. You can't have radio show and TV show. And you do no investigation as to why the decision was made. It was made. So you can see, you agree with the decision, that, But you beat the man and you don't know what going on. You want fool. And you get the people them wrong information all the time. Do no everything you know. You just talk on top of him head. You just have opinion. Moron people. About 15 man down there coach, And Speed must see that stand a coach, Jamaica. You see that side that qualify for the World Cup? We will cheer the ball at them and boo the entire coaching staff. Because they don't know what they are doing. McLaren do. McLaren don't know what they do. The man don't know what they do. I'm a fool laugh. I just say something what makes sense. Borrell breathless because he might run, He might play like the number 9 up there. He might lead the press and he might run, But you could have said the man breathless. They might run great boss long time, They might run great breathless on the football field. Plus him not play nothing when the ball come and foot. I want to the Mario Gray. You remember when Gray just comes and play for Jamaica? How Gray they look people? A Gray make a man like Gray and Leon Bailey who can't play fit to play 2 games for Jamaica. Leon Bailey play another World Cup qualifier yet. He play no game yet. He can't stay fit enough to play a game. A Bailey's absence and Demario Gray lots of farm. Why people like Cephas and Dixon the bird after fall from them and them look at you there, Cephas are doing thing and assumingly are doing thing. After the
the game up a stadium where we beat. And who we beat in the last game? That the 4 of them where we drop. And see if I see, must say about 2 assists tonight. When we come out of the stadium the day, we buck him up. I'm say, Bala, continue to do it, you know. Because you know you have some people don't like you. Because you come from Jamaica, you play for jungle and all them something. I must not. Because I couldn't football make them attack against Sifa, so. And because the Jamaican fan base love him. Because you have some man still, you know, the mentality of Coach McLaren, you know. Say anything take a plane come from England down here, you know. I'm going to make the team better, you know. Nothing has been further from the truth. We don't learn nothing since 1998. So you know, say we have to do things with balance and the pieces have to complement each other. And tactically, you have to know how to deploy your resources. And guesswork we are doing the football, you know. Guesswork we are doing the football. That's why we're on your top right now, you know. Anyway, people, despite all of that, if you need the extra Ryan Neville white overproof from, get it. But we're going to do our part, you know.
So I say people, man, I promote Ryan Neville. All him want to do is come on this, advertise him, sponsor them, make a quick buck and go out in business. You know, cure what damage you leave behind. Like you drive people and you think you drive well, you cause accident behind you, that's all him do. Create dissension. Very disingenuous, create dissension, just do a whole heap of stuff, and nothing but say why my cause damage. And then my call me divisive. When I me say is that CFAS may not be automatic starter. That the man call divisive, you know. You know, listen more for the divisiveness, people. Listen more for the divisiveness. I don't think you know what divisive mean.
After we need to do our part. We have to go bungle up in the stadium Tuesday night. We know the hurricane in Jamaica, we are real and all of them something. But watch out. We don't need the 2.8 million away up there, you know. We just want about 40,000 people. 40,000. Them say the stadium hold 35 or 30. But no, it can't hold 40. More than 40,000 now we go up there. Go try and make the difference. Because the team are going to need the support. The baller them are going to need the support. And if the coach look like man going foolishness on the sideline, with the crowd and start coach the team too. And make the change them. Because the coach are clueless. He have nothing tactical when Steve McLaren do. Nothing tactical. Let me keep play the whole World Cup qualified. Here comes me as the old gate now. I start at right back. You know this key encounter here. So you know, so the whole fluency and the whole camaraderie and the defensive third get discombobulated. Because he give a man in debut and then he put a man who never play right back to play right back in a crucial game like this. And one of my pet peeve that in a football, you know, in a them kind of sequence, you know. When you have them kind of assignment here, World Cup qualifying assignment, when you do it over time, you're not supposed to insert round peg in a square hole at this stage of the competition. The thing's supposed to flow now, and you have a cut-off point where if you're not in the team so that the camaraderie can be worked and the understanding between each other can be worked. And if you're in the team by a certain point, you can't come in the team now unless you need Messi and Ronaldo. And Jamaica have no Messi and Ronaldo, forget. Brother, we have to go win up a stadium. Jose, we have to win. Jah can't help it. That's the scenario. As it is now, Curaçao in the driver's seat. Advantage Curaçao. Them only need a draw. So we have to go come at them. Yeah? So them in the position where them can sit back, remain compact, and hit up on the counter. We have to go press gas and beat them. Jamaica, a grapple with them little island state there. Joke thing. I mean, McLaren talk about, boy, you know, if at the start of the game I got this result, I would take it. The man afraid of full Trinidad. I want to McLaren. Oh, big full coach, you can't come here, people. A big full coach. Manchester United, him come from, what do you expect? Eh? So qualification we get. And I play with it like we're an idiot. And let me tell you something enough people don't want to hear. It a flash to my mind and I think twice before. But I'm going to say it, you know. I tell you, everything on the board now. You see this, as me tell you, say, the coach McLaren, for him coaching tactics, is to put as much England band player we're familiar with on the field at that time. And that's a theme thing. In the business with formation and adjustments and nuances and in the business with something, you know. Him just a big feel say, I know that one from this club up there. Don't do that one from this club. Start him. Let me tell you something. You see at this stage of World Cup qualified, a heart and soul and belly and fire it can't find out. And with all due respect to all of the men that come here. Not all of them, but all due respect to the general influx of England born players. When the man put on the jersey, they go play hard like the man born in Jamaica. Facts me at that. who undisputed, try. But it will be in futility. Because of facts me attack. And it is understandable. Remember when a man born in England, and Jamaica come from, you know? He don't know Jamaica, you know? So it follows his sense of urgency. See, if you do everything, if you put everything, it's like the tackle Richard King make. The tackle Richard King make will look like it hurt him, and him have to come off eventually. I don't think when a man is born in England that make a tackle. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't go around, no. And them kind of tackle me attack, and them kind of commitment me attack. And Fox, you need the man of experience and you need the man of exposure. Yeah? But at the same time, you also have to balance the team and get some baller in the team. We're going to left an arm and a leg out on the football field. But if you come off the field and give Bowser one half hour tight. Yeah, Bowser forget a half hour out of this. Bowser are we leading goal scorer now of active players now. And the coach talk it before the thing. You hear me? I choose that still, you know.
All right, me here, no, me have to take it down. I mean, here, somebody's name, a kid that sample said, cranky and don't respect. Said, but Maverick didn't say anything wrong. So let's touch on what Maverick says. Maverick says, Hoge playing right back for Lembakisa was stupid and Nico should come on for Burrell. So if you guys recall, when we played Curaçao, Hayden didn't play. Hey, kiddo, why didn't Hayden play? And kiddo, why didn't Hayden play against Curaçao? Can you tell me? Kiddo sample. Why didn't Hayden play against Curaçao? Come people, hit the like button. Come in, people. 63 people, 160. Come on, people, man. Don't stop that nonsense, man. The like button, people. Hey, Hayden, kiddo, my way kiddo, why did him not play, kiddo? Kiddo, my way answer, kiddo. Why didn't Hayden play? Huh? Why didn't Hayden play, kiddo? If you ask McLaren, let me ask you. Because you say, oh, I said nothing wrong. So if you ask, the experts, I want to ask the expert. If you ask McLaren, Hayden, because you don't know, kiddo. That's why. It's not ask McLaren, you don't know, because if you know, you don't answer it. Hayden didn't play because he had 2 yellow cards. He picked up the last one against Trinidad in Jamaica, so he couldn't play. Because in CONCACAF, in World Cup qualifiers, 2 yellow cards get you up for the next game. That's why he didn't play. You know why Nicholson didn't play? You know why Lambakis didn't play? You know why Frey didn't play? Do you know why, kiddo? Because they had yellow cards. And if Maverick, who's very topical, people, who has no substance, people, topical, can't see past his, you know what? All he does is talk, and buy into his crap because he's so smart when he talk, but he has nothing below it. You go below the surface, there's nothing. And I've observed that, nothing. They didn't play. The man said Nichols is the best player in the Caribbean forward. You think we wouldn't play him, people? Because what they decided to do is this. They realized they have to play Curaçao at the stadium. And the best case scenario was we beat Trinidad. We have 1 point on Curaçao. We still got to either draw or beat them. They decided that maybe the disparity in talent wasn't enough to say, you know what, we can't play some other players like Burrell, who is doing well in the championship for QPR. So they didn't want to take a risk with Nicholson or Lembakisa because there's no way in hell he would put Olga that right back. He said, you know what? We're not going to sacrifice the game. We're going to try to win the game, but we have to hold back our players who are regular starters because I think it was Nicholson, Dixon, Lembakisa, Frey. I know I'm missing somebody else who had yellow cards. They didn't want them to get another yellow. So they decided we're not going to play them. We'll take the risk at home. We are going to go home. If we need to get a point or 3 points, we prefer to have those players because we don't want what happened with us against Curaçao. In Curaçao happen with Hayden, happen again. We don't want to do that. That's why they did what they did. If Maverick did some investigation, he would have known this, but he didn't because his ass is lazy. He may do a lot of job, but his ass is lazy. He don't do no due diligence. He does no investigation. He does no source nothing. People like those they're despicable. That's how they're despicable because do you know what they do? They have large audiences. They come to the public and talk their crap, and they ain't saying nothing that's gonna have substance to it. There's no substance to him. None. It is a good strategy. You know, I talk nonsense. Because if Nichols go get yellow card now, I can't play the last game. So we win the game. We still needed to beat Curaçao or draw with Curaçao to go through. If them get yellow card now, and I said, boy, can I hate your coaches? Shouldn't have yellow card. Them shouldn't have yellow card. Anything people do, there's a criticism. I understand that. They decided to make that decision. And I spoke to somebody in the organization. They didn't tell me they're going to do that, but they mentioned the yellow cards to me. So they decided as a group, this is the best strategy. That's their strategy. It makes sense. It makes sense to me. You know, makes sense to you? It makes sense to me. They probably do the same thing. If I'm so good at my yard, if I think my team is good enough to beat Trinidad, because it's not like the people who didn't play are so much better than the people who played. They ain't that much better than the people who played. Nicholson ain't far ahead of Burrell. In fact, Burrell could be better. Is Dixon far ahead of Campbell? Is Lembakis far ahead of Holgate? What are we talking about? Listen to the nonsense sometimes. My head spins. He decided to take a calculated risk. That's how life is. He couldn't take the risk with Nicholson to get a yellow card. He couldn't take the risk with Lembakis to get a yellow card. I'm fine with it. Oh, Jesus, Lord. Frey probably wouldn't have started. The starters probably been Lembakis and Nicholson. That's how they decided to run it. He decided not to take the risk. That's their decision. I'm sure they had Rudolph Speed there. They have Sinclair there. They have the new coach who come in. They have the coach. They decided what's going to do. Now, I didn't agree with the changes made in the game in terms of late in the game. I don't think. Look, I'm not going to hear and say I'm an advocate for McLaren because I'm not. Do I rate McLaren? I don't. But to come on and make a statement about the man a fool because not playing Nicholson and not doing an investigation. If you say, you know what? If the argument was he made these decisions, I disagree with. That's a different discussion, you know. That's a different discussion. Just like how LFB is saying, that's a different discussion. We can differ on that. But to come and make a statement like the man a fool because not playing him when there's a reason for it, and then you're saying you say Nicholson the best when you play Nicholson. Why do you think he would have played Nicholson against Bermuda? Nicholson played well, and he'll give him 2 minutes in the game. Yeah. Does that make any sense, people? Or you're not deductive enough to figure that out? You want to beat the chest because Sifa score and you have Sifa score and so you agree with these things in sliced bread. I just don't understand. I find it hard. If he's a leader in Jamaica, if he has that bigger platform, if it's just a money thing where I might drop him thing and put Ray and Navy pan and get some little money in pocket, you need to go away, man. You're just a piece of, you know what? It's annoying. It's annoying. And then fix him. I miss him smart. Oh, Cranky thinks him smart. My ass ain't as dumb as your ass. That's all I know. Ain't as dumb as your ass. Well, you know what? You're smart because you're very manipulative. Because you're not dumb. You're very manipulative. That's what you are. You're manipulative. Not that you're dumb. You're manipulative. It's all about the money thing. You make a little quick buck. You feel good. I'm telling you, go get another job, my youth. Get one up here enough. So you don't have to do the crap that you do. Yeah, I do stream on Twitter. Yeah, Mr. Man, I do. But nobody now watch me on Twitter, so I've come on YouTube. I do stream on Twitter, though. Here's my frustration, people. And then he go back to the whole thing about people. The man come back. Look when the people, we have one game to go, and the man come back with, they need to be balanced and fighting against local players, and King make this tackle. First of all, yeah, you're right. The players born overseas may not make that tackle. Maybe they would chip the ball up and take it away and not hurt themselves. A man make a tackle and hurt himself, and you think that's okay? You think that was a smart move? Did he have to go to the man? Maybe. I don't know. But is that the criteria you're judging to say committed? He always bring up this committed thing. That's all he does. Bring up this committed thing. Then he say McLaren want to play all the English, man. McLaren is the one who bring King come play when Haggums wasn't playing King. McLaren play Busy Atkinson. McLaren bringing Anglin. McLaren bringing Wannerbone. McLaren play Lower. Him play Nicholson. Him play Dixon. Him play Cephas. Him play Blake. What the F are we talking about, people? What are we talking about? Why is this asshole like this? Okay, let me calm down and drink some water. Let me just move on from this. I'm not going to tend too long on it. This person is a moron. Moron. Local players get opportunities. Some produce, some don't produce. You might have a problem with people who have Jamaican citizenship playing for Jamaica. Wow. And then he has supporters too, because I heard somebody say Walter Boyd was talking about that. I heard it seems like a lot of ex-footballers who are Jamaican, born in Jamaica, have the same perspective. That's their prerogative, right? That's their negativity. That's their xenophobia. Got nothing to do with it. When I hear people like Maverick who have over decent enough platform come and talk his nonsense, I want to beat him chest when you know him I talk about. It's annoying. And I'm saying if that's how Jamaica is in trouble. If we have assholes like this who have channels and are running their channels and are getting likes and getting viewership, then it's not a good thing. And when people come to Chunky, you only have 5,000 people. I prefer to have 5,000 than have 100,000. I'm being such an asshole. At least I hope my 5,000 are learning something from me and I'm learning from them and not listen to your bull and your crap and you don't know what you're talking about. You do no investigation, no due diligence. You get no insight. All you do is just run your mouth and talk nonsense and you have no substance behind you. But it sounds good topical, until you start pull away and you look like, what man, I'm not going to talk about? Man, I beat the coach about Nicholson and King. And Nicholson and Dixon and them man there. Eh? But he not say nothing when King get twist up. Say the Jamaica player then no play good enough. He not say nothing. Right? He not say nothing. All they do is beat the people, the youth from England. I sometimes wonder why those kids want to play for Jamaica. Well, you know what? Hey, all on England, me change the narrative. Who come play for Jamaica? All I know who can have Jamaica passport come play for Jamaica. Make them go, as him like we say. Make them go play for Jamaica. Them can't stop them from play. If you're good enough and get a passport, then can't stop. Only JFF can't stop you. Their money, immediate money, and look a sharp man, they can't stop you. Go play for Jamaica. You have Jamaica citizenship, I say work. If you have a citizenship people and you love Jamaica and you want to play for Jamaica, go play for Jamaica. Tell them man if you go. I know the JFF stop people from come, because that's why Tyrese not come, that's why Rabel not come. Daniel Johnson, a different case, we don't know why. But we'll move on to the thing now, people. We'll move up to the negativity and go some positivity, because that's enough negativity, do you? Let's talk about the team and what we do to win the game. We don't want on fool. We don't talk about on fool. We talk about the fool too much. Man, it's a piece of, you know what? Talk about the fool too much. Crank always got with Maverick. There are other tutors that chat rubbish like you're an Instagram, but you're not your hate. But not your hate. I'm gonna hate because if it may be because as I've said before to people, I don't really criticize other YouTubers, But by the way, Jack German, the man did call me out him call me out to me divisive. I don't think saying Cephas may not be a guaranteed starter is as divisive as saying King is committed and the English players are not committed. I don't think that's divisive as that. I think there's a different level of divisiveness there. Anybody with a reasonable perspective would say which one is more divisive. I was talking about Cephas. I wasn't talking about anything about overseas versus local. The narrative nowadays, you can't criticize local players and people because they're anti-Jamaican, only foreign thing good. And here's the worst thing about that. I criticize overseas as much as local players. And I like to tell people this. When you come at me, please bring your receipts with you, because I have my receipts. Please bring your receipts with you. There's nobody can prove that I criticize local players when I criticize overseas players. Or I give more flowers to overseas players than I give to local players. It depends on how you play. So if I say last game, Bobby Reed didn't play well, Russell didn't play well, nobody says anything. If I ever say Cephas made 3 or 5 passes, him score was great, but you got to do better, all hell break loose. So I don't like when we are trying to get into a game where we have to must win, and then all we are here is somebody talk about local versus overseas. And McLaren don't love overseas players, and McLaren don't like local players. I'm not a big McLaren fan, but that's not the narrative. But anyway, let's keep going. So I think for Jamaica to beat, we change the narrative for people. We're not talking about Maverick no more. We're putting him on the back burner. He's not really worth it, but we have to address that, people, because it's brewing in the wind. And we also want to explain to people that there's a reason why McLaren didn't play Nicholson. There's a reason why McLaren didn't play Dixon. There's a reason why McLaren didn't play Lambakisa. It wasn't because he wanted to play a whole game. Do people have any idea about how stupid that sound, people? Give no Lambakisa. Think about Nicholson isn't an out of the team. I'm not really starting club team either. And Nixon is a substitute. But why would he bench Lambakisa when Lambakisa has been the main right back throughout these and have played most of the games? Why would he bench Lambakisa? If you had a brain and you're thinking, why would you think that? That made no sense. And let him get 2 minutes. Anyway. And then we take off Burrell. We never put on. He never put on Kadamati. He put on Rigo Henry, which I don't understand the trainer. But anyway, let's go into the tactics, people. Now, I think for Jamaica to play Curaçao, it's very important, people. Very important that we don't concede early. Because you don't know when to stay, Those are not the game. We don't get nervous. I mean, they play them nervous. We can't concede early. So we have to find a way to be very compact. I even thought about, should we go 3 at the back? Not 3 at the back. Should we go 3 at the back, people? And the reason for that is because the midfield is so porous and so poor that maybe if you have 4 across versus 3 across, that may be better, right? And you give your forward and Cephas and Gray and Nicholson more freedom to be more lax defensively because you have more defensive cover. Now, I'm not sure what our center half situation looks like because King look hurt, Damian Lowe look hurt, Pinnock look slow. So I'm not even know that I run. Yeah? We don't know that I run, people. Yeah, I know. Shakir said we have to score first. No, we can't afford for them to score first. We get people. Okay, you know them crowding up people. When a normal enough, get nervous, then all hell break loose if them score first. So we have to be very compact. And it's hard to go 3 at the back now. We haven't played 3 at the back all season. But the midfield has to change. Now I saw Palmer. Palmer is in Jamaica, isn't he? I think I saw Palmer in training, isn't he? Huh? Then I see Palmer in training. So if Palmer is training, Palmer is going to start, Has to start. I don't know what the story is with Bobby Reed, though. He just seemed like he's in a difficult spot. And maybe because he's been in and out of the team, he's been injured. But defensive discipline is an imperative. Now, the great thing about Curaçao is that when I saw them play the last time against us, and to a lesser extent against Trinidad, we created more chance than Trinidad did against them. We could have won that game. I think we created more chance against them. Maybe the only team we created those chances against was probably Bermuda. Okay. Good afternoon. Hello.
Good evening, Mr. Cranky.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well so far. I'm very disappointed in the JFF more so.
In terms of what? In terms of what?
Because the Gold Cup was a sign that he shouldn't stay on, and they still keep him on. And then we're trying to cussing the players, that the players not putting who they are, but it's the instruction that the coach giving them. If he was a coach, he's going to come in a big interview such as that and said that if someone is giving you a point against Trinidad, you would take it. That means the team no good.
No. I don't think that's what he's saying, actually. I think sometimes people take certain things out of context. I think what he's saying is that going to the game, right? Trinidad was a better team in Jamaica. And Trinidad's a decent team. They played well. They drew twice with Curaçao. They're playing at home. They have the crowd behind them. And what is he going to say, though? I mean, it's not like he didn't play to win. He played to win. We just didn't play well. And the midfield, and he made some sacrifices, right? He didn't have Palmer. He had Lambakisa, Nicholson, a few players weren't in the starting lineup because of yellow card. So he was somewhat a little bit of a disadvantage. But I wouldn't say that I would be perturbed by him because he says he would take a draw. Because frankly, Trinidad was much better team.
But Sir Cranky, I'd like to ask you a question.
Yeah. Me know where you go, but keep going. Where you go, but keep going. Keep going.
This side look like it's getting any coaching.
Well, there are a lot of coaches there. There are a lot of coaches there. I'm sure he's getting coaching. The question is,
for me, I don't think this coach is doing anything in terms of coaching. It look like when I'm playing football and on Sundays I just go out and call my brother, hey, we're gonna play football, and we just meet up and play some football. That's what I'm seeing going on the pitch.
So here's what we're gonna do. We want to change the narrative and conversation. We can't. Here's what I do to the people. I started a bad example in my start, but I had to do that because I'm trying to set a level, and we go from there. So here's the level. We're not going back to what happened with Trinidad or Curaçao or whatever. Unless it comes up in terms of lessons learned. What can we do Tuesday to win the game? That's what we're talking about today.
What can we do?
Wait. Not when we say we meaning the entirety of the community that support the football. So the coaches, the players, the fans. Those are the three main components that informs that. What can those parties do to help, not guarantee victory, but help us get over the line?
For me, Cranky, I won't talk about the fans end of it because for me, all the dreams and hopes are broken for me to Jamaica to reach World Cup. But one thing I could add to the coach, I think he could do is that John Russell playing the number 10 role and Bobby Reid playing the number 8. Put Bobby Reid in the number 10 and put John Russell in the number 8. I think when John Russell was in a good form for Jamaica when he was playing the box to box,
yeah,
and it should be Demarai Gray or someone else playing the number 10, and he was scoring the amount of goals. Why then you change John Russell from playing the box to box midfield and then play him in at number 10? Because clearly he look lost in that position. He doesn't fit that position. And the box-to-box midfielder look more better in that position.
Yeah, no, I would admit that John Russell's had a very difficult last 4 months. He wasn't good in the Gold Cup, even though he scored. He wasn't good in the qualifiers. Personally, and it's not be negative, I think his best position is right beside the coach. I think we should go with an alternative in terms of us wanting to win the game.
But where will the goals come from?
So, well, don't we have the great Cephas? We have Cephas, we have Nicholson, where we put on the right. If Palmer is there, Palmer can score a goal. Those will be the 4 people, and you may get a header there from a defender. So those are the 4 people, I think. It would be Palmer, Cephas, Nicholson. Not sure who will play on the right. Those are your main goal threats. You can have other people score. Your box-to-box will score.
But Cranky, for a couple of while, he has been scoring some crucial goals at Jamaica. Even the Trinidad game, he scored a crucial one. So why now you're gonna change him and put in someone different?
Because he has. Because here's the thing. Go ahead.
For me, in my idea, it's just the position he's playing. He's not a number 10. He's a deeper line midfield that can run and get into the box. But playing in number 10, he doesn't have that type of flair to move the ball around. But a number 8 would be a good thing for him.
Well, no, I mean, he scored 5 in 16 for Jamaica. But I would tell you that my midfielder has 2 main roles. If they're playing 8 or the 6, they got to protect the defense. They got to help with the offense. I don't see him doing either. And he may score, but I don't think he's helping the forwards. My forwards are starved for good service in good areas. They get the ball up until the halfway line. They don't get any dangerous pass between the lines to facing goals from him or any other midfielders. Right? That's a problem. And then he's not protecting his defense because I don't know. I don't see him. And when he gets the ball, I watch him when he gets the ball. I'm not sure he knows what to do with it. So, and that's not to bash the player, but I don't think I would start Russell.
But so would you start Bobby Reid?
I'm struggling with that one. Look, Bobby Reid has been provide human service to Jamaica for the longest. My problem is that Bobby Reid seemed to have been in and out of the team with injuries, both at Leicester and here. He's not played well. I probably would have started K. Roy instead of Bobby in this game. Seemed hard to look. He's probably gonna go with tried and tested. I'm gonna go with veterans, but to me, K. Roy offers more going forward or defensively. Bobby Reid thing is that forte is he runs our game. He plays hard. He has offensive skills and he's good defensively. But those are not being exhibited. I don't. When Bobby gets the ball, I have no confidence. And Bobby's passing accuracy was poor last few games. I mean, the only midfielder is playing now with. I mean, we haven't seen Palmer last game, but Hayden is consistent game after game after game. He's the only one who's consistently playing at a decent level.
The reason for Bobby Reid is not much sharp, and he doesn't play a lot of football for his club. And I wonder what the coach thinking. I wonder why Kerry Anderson cannot get a chance. No, he needs to get a chance.
Well, it's hard to put a player that young in such a big game, you know. So the coach may be very conservative. I think the coach would be very conservative. I think.
But they said if you're good enough, you're old enough, and he's playing in a championship side.
Yeah, but he's not getting a lot of game time in the championship side. Though. People don't realize it now. Russell don't get a lot of game time now. Neither does K. Roy. If Russell has played, people don't tell me if not. I don't think Russell has played 150 minutes this year yet. That's in about 13, 14 games. That's not good. A game is 90 minutes now. So that means you haven't played more than just over a full game in all the games this season. When I last checked, he had played like about, lucky if he played 90 in his first 10, 11 games. He's not getting game time. So when you're not in game situation, people don't realize that you can't replicate that. Practice doesn't replicate games. And that's the problem with the Jamaica team at large, but we're not focused on that. But I understand what you're saying in terms of Russell scoring goals, because goals, you know, as we see with CFAS, when you score, you get all the accolades. Nobody cares about the rest of your game, even though that's important.
But CFAS is not playing that winger that we know about that play that good football. CFAS just have a lot of speed, and when he get the ball, he can take on the player, but he's not playing that proper winger role that we know or a winger play. And that's what I'm saying. If John Russell is scoring the goals, play him, give him a chance.
Yeah, but he's not helping the midfield though. No, he's not helping the midfield. He's not in. It's like you're playing with two midfielders. That's why with that wide open, you know, Trinidad just walk through the midfield. It's like going through a strainer. We had no midfielders walking through the midfield because Bobby Reid is not what he used to be, and Russell is not there. So I don't see how Russell starts. I just don't see it. And the coach waited a long time to take him off the other day. I don't know why K. Roy didn't go on earlier, but that's another story.
But for Bobby Reid, when Bobby Reid just came to Jamaica, what position he was playing?
I think he was playing right wing, if I'm not mistaken, actually. I think it was right wing, then he went to attacking midfielder, and then he started getting moved around somewhere.
But where, I don't know where in the course manual he moved him back to a deeper role, because he doesn't fit the deeper role. He doesn't have the legs to move around the pitch. Because if you look back on the Curaçao game, it's because Bobby Reid doesn't have the legs why they scored the first goal, you know.
Yeah, Bobby's had a tough time. Bobby's had a lot of injuries now. Remember, Bobby come late in the summer. He was on the roster. He didn't come and play, and then he came late. When he went back to Leicester, he got injured again. He's been in and out of the injuries. Some people don't realize injuries are a key component of affect your ability to play at your zenith. So yeah.
But he's not a natural number 8. That's what I'm saying. Stop playing him at number 8. He doesn't have the legs.
No, but the last game he played 10. He didn't play 8. And you talk about Bobby Reid. Yeah. Bobby played 8. Yeah. He did play 8.
The Curaçao game and the Trinidad game, he might play 8. Why we keep on and try to force him in there is not. Remember,
so who would you put in the 8? Who would you put in the 8?
Who would I put in the 8?
Mm-hmm.
I'd put either John Russell, Kira Anderson. Those two players I'm looking at to fill that number 8 spot. But more than likely, I'd go with Kira Anderson because he has a lot of legs. And I want somebody that is going to. I watch him in the game that he come on. He loves the ball. And once you have a midfielder that loves the ball and likes to distribute the ball, the game is going to be fluent. Once you have a midfielder that loves to hide from the ball, then you're not going to get a good game. And that is what causing Jamaica the problem.
I'd be curious. I'd be curious to know what the coaches. I'd be curious to get into the coaches' minds and hear what the thought process is when they pick the team, what they have evaluated previously, what they're looking for, how does that marry with the opponent they're facing, and how that give them best chance to win. Because sometimes they pick teams, I'm just like, really?
Because once the pressure come on the team, you know, most of the midfielder tend to hide. And if you watch the big countries and the big club over the world, they love when the pressure come on so that the midfielder can do their job. But Jamaica, they try to bypass the midfield. All of the coach come say the midfielder them no good, but them are playing at the best.
So someone's asking a question. Someone's asking a question. You say you want John Russell to start in 8, but he's hiding from the ball. How do you marry the two?
Well, for me, he's giving me the goal, so I take the goal.
I hear you. I hear you.
The goal is the most important thing, you know. If they're not scoring, then
but don't you have to defend too? I mean, it's one thing to score, but what if you're not defending?
You have to defend, but if you're outscoring your opponent and winning, that is a plus. You can build on that. But if you're not scoring and you're letting in goals, you get nowhere with that. That's what I'm saying. You're scoring and you're winning and you're letting in goal. You win. If Jamaica win and let in goal, they still go to the World Cup. But if they're not scoring and not winning and letting a lot of goal, they're not going to the World Cup.
Yeah, I mean, look, the goal against Trinidad, the goal in the 85th minute was not a good thing. I mean, the problem with that goal is we had a lot of defenders back. It's one thing for somebody to get isolated and score against you. We had more defenders than they had forwards. Now, Lowe probably got fouled, but one thing we have to realize, the coaches in CONCACAF are horrible. Not the coaches, the referees. They are beyond horrible. So you got to play through them. And if you're playing ball overseas now, like in Europe, and any touches a foul, you would expect the same situation. That mindset got to change to come here, because I don't know what a foul is here. So it's very unfortunate that transpired. But so, Jamaica still is at home and still can win.
That one is going to be a tough one. You don't believe so, Cranky?
Somebody asking, you're not watching the current match to see our next opponent for next March. People thinking about playoffs. Playoffs not guaranteed, no people. Playoffs not guaranteed.
You can think about it like that, Cranky. You can think about it like that. Because if you look on the Curaçao game at Curaçao home, that would define the type of ball game that Curaçao going to come to Jamaica. Only thing is going to beat them is that Jamaica pitch is much bigger and it's going to take a good amount of legs from the player. But they're going to knock the ball and frustrate the Jamaican midfield and players. And one thing I watching that Curaçao game, and Guatemala did it too. They tried to isolate Cephas. And once you do that, Jamaica game is finished.
Yeah, look, I think Jamaica can win the game at home. It's going to be a very difficult game. Curaçao is really hyped. They feel good. When you beat a team 7 that we beat 4, you're going to equate the two. It doesn't really equate, but people equate the two. They beat us at their place, so they feel good. And I'm sure they're in a better place than they were before in terms of momentum. And momentum is not great for us. But I would say this, that if we play up to our ability, we have a good chance to come up with a positive outcome. It's going to be a difficult game. And the crowd, I hope the crowd doesn't make the team nervous. I hope the crowd is making the opponent nervous. Because when you get nervous as a crowd, and I see that at the Emirates with Arsenal a lot of times, then the players don't feel that vibes. They don't feel that support. And that could be a problem for the team. So my hope is that if grandstands sold out already, and bleachers will probably have a lot of people, so we probably get close to a sellout, hopefully. Because I know a lot of people are flying down for the game. I've talked to quite a few people who are flying down. Some people come from different places, not only in Jamaica. Then it should be an interesting evening for Curaçao and for Jamaica. But the coach will pick the team that most people want him to pick.
You sure about that?
I mean, Cephas will start, Nicholson will start, Lambakisa will start. If King healthy will start, Pinnock will start, Greg Lee will start, Blake will start.
So
that's what.
Would
6.
You want a King to start?
Hayden will start. Would I want King to start? I don't mind King starting.
Why you don't mind King starting?
Because who we're gonna play instead of King? I mean, Lowe to me is not fit, and he got injured in that game, and head injuries are not the best. He's not fit to me. Right? He's not fit.
So you don't have a main soul gate.
I don't trust me. Don't trust me. Mason head can't take him now. And Mason did take him. We can't take a risk with no yellow or red card. I'm sorry. Can't take a risk then. We can't take a risk.
But which one? What you prefer?
I would probably look. I mean, we only gave up 1 goal against. Look, that may not be a good judge. We gave up 1 goal against Trinidad. We gave up 2 against Curaçao. Right. So we have given up three goals in these qualifiers so far. Even though we have given up a lot of chances, we gave up chances to Bermuda. Trinidad got a ton of chances. They didn't put them away. What I'm most focused on, I'm not even focused on defense that much. I'm very much focused on the midfield. That's where the game is played, people. My forwards are starved. And my defenders don't have enough cover. They have decent enough want to cover, but I need legs in the midfield. I need young legs running, putting pressure on people. I need I need people who can turn with the ball, drop a shoulder, make a good pass. I don't see us making. I was watching a game today. I think I was watching England against Albania. And people making 1-2 pass. Or people we don't even make 1-2 pass. Right? We don't make 1-2 pass. We don't. I've never seen a team like this. We don't make 3 passes in midfield. Have you seen the midfield make 3 passes amongst themselves? Seriously. Have you seen 3 passes between midfielders?
I've never. Only time I've seen that, it's in the Unity Cup. That's the only time.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying the World Cup qualifiers, we don't see a ball go from Hayden to Russell to Reed, back to Hayden to Russell to Reed, or to Lambakisa, back to Russell to Reed. The only time that happens is against Bermuda.
The Guatemala game before.
Yeah, but Guatemala play with a second string. If Guatemala play a second string, we all get excited about Guatemala and say, yes, we went to the Gold Cup with fool's gold, and we thought we were in a great place because Guatemala played with second string, and we thought, you know what? If we beat them so easily at home, convincingly 3-0, then it's going to be a breeze. Didn't work that way.
But second string is not second string that because about 2 players added to the squad. It was around 2 players they added.
No, they didn't play 7 people.
The right back.
No, they didn't play. No, let's talk about squad. They didn't play 7 of their starters in that game. 7. The coach said it. They didn't play 7 starters. So the coach said, you know what? The decision was made. Given the first run of games, they couldn't supplant us. Right? So it makes sense he plays with his players. Just rest them and play them in the Gold Cup. And then the Gold Cup was a different game. They outplayed us. So it should be interesting about what we do. I mean, very interesting what we do. Come Tuesday.
I'm worrying about King. Eric Garcia from Trinidad.
You mean Levi?
Yeah, Levi Garcia. He did the same thing to King 2 times. The first one in the first leg at home, and then in Trinidad again the same thing.
You sure Levi Garcia did it, or was what's his name did it?
Say again?
You think it was Garcia did it, or what's his name? Another player did it. Was Garcia who did it?
Yes, it was Garcia.
You mean
on the right hand side, the first one in Jamaica, where all King should do shuffle him to the line. Run and dive in and man chop him. Then come again in Jamaica. All King wants to do is to just stand up and give the man the line. Give the man the line, make him go down the line. You go stand up, then the man chop you back, and then the man chop you again and mash up your foot.
Yeah, but I don't allow him chop hidden, him chop low, him chop everybody, him chop all the people in front of him. Him not chop King alone. He was actually when King 1-on-1 is very difficult, because him chop King twice, So King are playing for the block the first time. Now I think you should always gauge a person on the line, as you're saying. That the sideline is your friend.
A line him should have carried him go.
Yeah, but sometimes the forward carry where the man carry you. When carry King when man carry. But I'm not gonna beat King when it's a 1-on-1 situation. Just like how you see CFAS do with the defender. When you 1-on-1 and the forward, where you going to the defender, I don't know. And Garcia's people, we underestimate Garcia people. Garcia was the best player so far I've seen in our zone.
I think Damian Lowe don't take no prisoner in M6.
But Damian Lowe was on his butt with Garcia. You forgot that play. He put him on his butt.
Yes.
He probably should have scored. He had a weak shot. He probably should have scored that goal. He was about down this 16-yard line when he beat Damien. He beat Hayden first on the right. Then he faked the shot and beat Damien. Damien was on his butt too. So he's not king alone.
With that game, I think Damien will get the edge for me.
Well, no, I mean, the coach has to make it.
King
But Damien
can nurse him now. King can nurse him now. I think so. I need somebody where I go make these Curaçao boys know say on a ramping time, your later will get boss. Because King a play too soft. Too soft.
But players play. So here's the thing. Here's what's funny about your statement about King playing soft. Because we have this narrative that the players from Jamaica. Did we have a narrative today where somebody say the tackle King make no Englishman would make them tackle them? So you say King a play soft. I don't understand you.
King is playing too soft. He's not using his brain most of the time. He does lunging and make it look like a hard tackle. But you know I use your brain.
Yeah. Well, no, I think King is a cerebral footballer, actually. I just think King doesn't... Look, we're not here to beat King. We're not here to criticize him. We all say, King, if you play well. That's how we all say. we're not gonna find. We're not gonna look into our developmental needs. No, where my weakness. If he play well. That's how we all say. This is not the day. This is not the day. This is not the day. Today is all about, you know what? We have to support the team. And we can pick with starting 11. Can come back tomorrow and do another show. But we don't beat nobody today. King, we know what you know the funny thing is, we know all our players. We know them really well. We have seen them play over the years, all of them, even the one of them who born outside Jamaica. We know what their strengths are, weaknesses are. We know who we believe will be able to produce Tuesday, and we know who may be challenged. We know them.
You ready for my starting level?
All right, go on, tell me your starting level.
All right, Andre Blake in goal.
Yeah.
Lambert Kisa. Damien Lowe.
And by the way, Carla, when you're done, I forgot because people are calling, you know. So after this, you've been here quite a bit, and I appreciate the call. But give me a team, and then I'll go to another caller. Give me a team.
Yeah, Damien Lowe.
So you have Blake in goal, Lambert is right, Damien Lowe, okay.
Ethan Pinnock, Gregory Lee, Casey Palmer, Eden, and Kira Anderson, Whisper on the right hand side, Cephas on the left, and Nicholas to the middle. That is my one.
All right. Well, I appreciate the team, sir. Not a bad team, to be honest. Not a bad team.
Yeah, all right. We talk again.
Okay. All right, cool. Bless up, man. Thanks for the call.
Yeah.
That was a good call. Not a bad team. I think the coach is going to struggle picking best team. People. Yes, good afternoon. Good, not a bad team. Hello? I'm hearing myself.
Hey, Cranky. Glad.
Say again, please. Who am I speaking to?
Preston's Cranky. You hear me?
Yeah, who am I speaking to?
Blue Mountain, man.
Oh, Bloom. All right, go on. Go on, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Hey, Cranky, you know them, some of the man them just really piss me off when them call and start beating the coach and the coaching staff. Right? When you have a lot of great coaches, right? That are not winning coach. Am I wrong? Am I right?
No. If they're great coach, they have to be winning coaches.
No, you can't.
No. You can't be a great coach unless you're a winning coach. You have to be if you think about it, you say the man is a great sprinter, but him now win no race. You can't.
So let me ask you a question. What kind of coach should you call Pochettino?
A good coach. No, we none.
Okay, all right. So let me say you have some good coaches that are not winners then. Is that
yes. Well, they're not title. They're winners, but they don't win titles. There's a difference, right?
Right.
I thought there's a good coach who win no title. So we can't call him great. Yeah.
Okay. So here's my thing. I don't like the criticism of the coach. I said the coach don't blunder, you know, 'cause every coach make mistakes. Sometimes coach make the wrong changes. Sometimes coaches start the wrong team.
Right.
You answer what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of coach, you'll hear it from them when they make the blunder, they will tell you that they make a blunder. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But I majority of the callers that call, they're accusing the coach of not having any knowledge of the game and not knowing what he's doing. You want to tell me a coach with a resume like that, right?
Yeah.
Always seem to have a job at the highest level in football. You want to tell me that coach don't have no tactic, that coach don't know what he's doing? Along with the other coaching staff on the bench?
Here's a problem with that. Me not trouble in the car with them with that comment. So the truth. So here's the problem. When you see a coach, like a very good coach, you can see a pattern of play. You can see tactics, right? You can see what they're doing. You may not agree with it, but you know what they're doing. The problem for a lot of people with this coach is we don't know what he's doing. Right? We can't say how we play. We don't know if you, and a lot of people here watch a lot of football. They just can't figure out what he's doing. So if you can't figure out what he's doing, you're saying, what tactics does he have? What strategy does he have?
Okay, Cranky. So I was watching another program, and that person would have been close to the team, very close to the team, and the team ground interviewing players, right? And the person says it's not that the coaches and all right. So here's my thing with the coach, and then I'll go back to him. I say, we need a midfield. We need a good box-to-box midfielder, and I feel like they wasn't making good enough effort to bring in a box-to-box midfielder, whether it's Ravel Morris or somebody, a good box-to-box or attacking midfielder, right? But when I listen to the program, that person is very close to the team, and he's saying it's not that they're not trying to bring in a good midfielder. Is that when they call the players, they're not showing up, right?
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
My boy, MG Sports.
Whatever. People, which player them calling not sure? Which player?
Well, based on what I said, Mason Greenwood. What a little young.
This Greenwood play midfield. Him play. It Benjamin call midfield.
Him play wing. I reckon that's forward then. But what do you next shoot the man? What at Nottingham Forest him play for what did you the name again, man? Max. Him play a couple games for Jamaica and then him not come back.
Which cute? Oh, you mean about Richard Hutchinson.
Hutchinson.
Yeah.
So based on what him just said, they call players with serious qualities, the players them just not.
No, I think look. I have more insight than I should have. Right? There'll be some players who we like, but they decide to go try to make England team. There are players who we haven't really pursued, who have an interest.
Right.
And there are players who are really interested, and we don't call them. There are three sets of players. Those who want to come, those who don't want to come, but we like them. And those, so we have some who want to come, and we don't really call them. We have some who, like a Mason who got in papers them, and then just not come. Mm. And there are players that want to come on and call them.
But are you sure? Do you know whether the coach look at these players and say, well, they're not good enough?
So I'm give one I play them. It's my understanding. So I have no receipts for this. I only get it from good sources. I have no receipts. But I have receipts, I have something on my hand. But somebody give me something and I can look on it and say, yeah, and it seems authentic. Tyrese Hall, for example. It's my understanding Tyrese Hall want to come. And
so what?
And it was my understanding. And as somebody texted me and said the coach went to look at him and think he's one for the future. Even though he's tearing up League Two. And I just got something the other day where there was an article that says he's at Notts County. That Notts County is very concerned that Tottenham may call him back because he's playing so well. Because I heard a lot of his prior coaches, including Jermaine Defoe, raving about the kid. So I don't know what the story is on that. I don't know. I mean, this is the article, people, you can go read it. It says Nats County fear raised over potential Spurs recall action with Tyrese Hall. The kid has scored 6 goals, 1 assist in about 12 games or something like that. 12 to 15 games. I forget what number of games he played in. I think it's 16 appearances, and he has 6 goals and 1 assist in 16 games. Now, Dixon play in the CM League. I've said this numerous times. Nats County, I think, is 5th in the league. Dixon play for Crawley Town there, like second to last.
And Dixon's in the team.
And Dixon hasn't scored. And what point I'm trying to make is that he's compared. I'm not trying to compare to Dixon, but I'm saying you have to look for some comparison.
No, but that's a good comparison still.
Yeah, and I play midfield, and I play on forward. And midfield, I play now. He might play the 10.
Right.
And he have 6 goals and 1 assist. And he might play against big man. Like he might play against boy. He might play a big man. So why wouldn't you call him and bring him in the team and say, you know what, we're not on 10. Why wouldn't you do that? We don't want to call Ravel. You don't want to call Daniel Johnson. Why don't you just call him? Him young, 20 years old. Dixon, just 20, 21? Similar age. Whisper, 20? Similar age. So you can't say that age thing. You say one for the future. You not say Whisper and Dixon one for the future. So why not bring the kid in?
I would bring him in.
So that's why the concern people have, that the coach, it doesn't have Jamaica interest at heart. But coaches make decisions based on how they view things. Some people think the coach is a dinosaur. They think he's old, his methods are dated and old, and we shouldn't have pursued him.
So here's my thing now. So in the Trinidad game, a lot of people beat him bad, and I think we get a good points from Trinidad, because we would be in a slightly better position. Do you realize?
Yeah, we would if we won the game. Yes, yeah. So what do you think the coach should have done? What do you think the coach should have done?
The coach did the best that he could with the player he had available.
I think he did the best that he could up until about the 75th minute. Right.
Yeah.
Then he put out a bunch of players.
I thought he made the changes too early. I don't know if I thought he made the changes too early.
Well, it wasn't that he made the changes too early. I thought what he did was when he decided to go put on Rico Henry and Anderson, and he took off Borrell, and he had no center forward on the field, so he had no pressure on the ball. If you know the goals, they're going on.
No pressure on the ball.
The player took the ball from his half and dribbled all middle or a half before he passed inside to Levi Garcia. There was no pressure on the ball. Borrell was pressuring the ball. So you wouldn't have come down the middle when Borrell was playing, because Borrell is going to be facing that first man and trying to pressure him. Because Borrell was playing defense, and people don't realize how much Borrell running in the game there now. He's probably still tired. Still tired.
Yeah.
And I him give Cephas the pass. He don't get no credit for the pass. I him give Cephas the pass, a brilliant pass. He don't get no credit for it. Because
he put in a good shift, man.
And he wasn't getting any good service.
Service. He wasn't getting any service at all.
Exactly. And then him get beaten, saying no produce, and him get beaten, saying he couldn't stop play, and him get beaten. But if you run all day and you run hard, now he's not the most physical up front. And I think I was told that for QPR, I've been watching him a couple of times, him play more off the right than playing like a 1-2 up front versus playing as a central striker. But Burrell can play football. It just was not his day in terms of the support he got. So it's unfair to the kid.
I also have a problem with Cephas, though.
You can't have a problem with Cephas. Nobody should have a problem with Cephas, because Cephas is God to people like
man.
So no can't have a problem with Cephas. God played the game, and God had 5 passes.
This is the problem with Jamaicans, you know. You score a couple goals, you're God. And you have a little speed and look like you do something on the field, you're God. Right?
Yeah.
But Cephas, between you and I, when he score, I congratulate him. I hope he scores, and I hope he do better. You know? I hope he excel as a footballer. But other than scoring or beating a player 1 and 2 times, Cephas offers nothing else to the game.
Well, I think for some people, they would say, look, the player is a threat, and therefore that's all he has to offer. There's some credence to that. There's no credence to that, right?
No, you have to try to be involved in the game some other way, because not every team gonna allow you to gallop down the wing and cut in and score a goal. You have to try to offer something more to the team.
Yeah, and some people believe that his game won't change, and we should just go with it. I think everybody's subject. Everybody can change. Everybody can change.
I can't, because there's so much you can do, with or without the ball. Some people don't. I think that's this is Jamaica problem. Jamaica main problem, and the field, is textbook football. Football we learn at the basic, pass the ball and move. One of Jamaica's biggest problem is that we pass the ball and stand up and watch.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the problem we have. As I said before, the midfield, there's no one to be played between the wingers.
No,
the right back, left back, wingers, midfield. We don't play 1-2 football. We don't give it to me, give it back to you. Give it to me, give it back to you. Draw the man in, we change. It's frustrating to watch.
Sometimes when you pass the ball, especially when you're in your opponent's defensive third, your attacking third, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes when you pass the ball, you move. When you move, you take out 2-3 defender for you, with you creating space for your oncoming players.
Yeah.
We don't do these things.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to hold up the phone line, but I'm going to go on record just to say this Tuesday coming, because everybody I thought about this Curaçao. And I watch a game, Cranky, you watch a game, and I know a Jamaican taking their chance in Curaçao would have probably beat Curaçao. Even if Curaçao scored all their goals, would probably have still beat Curaçao, maybe about 5-3.
But the thing they say that's important there, because if Trinidad take them chance, then I beat we too. I see thing, You have to score.
Okay.
You have to score.
Okay, but watch this. Right? I think we are the only team that has opened up Curaçao and get clear chance.
Yes, that is true. That is true. We created for like 5 big chances,
Okay. And I'm not go as far as to say this. I'm now hold up the phone line, You see Tuesday, all the naysayers gonna see that Curaçao is not as good as they think. Curaçao gonna get at least 3 or 4 from Jamaica Tuesday. I promise you that.
But then you're saying they're not gonna score. They scored against us. They had chance too. They could have scored 3 or 4 against us. They scored 2.
Listen. Curaçao started off good. Curaçao smart.
Yes.
They started off with the hype before the football. Because from Curaçao put the team together, they start sending out message. Yes, we have a great program going on, and everybody starts saying, even here in Jamaica, everybody starts saying Curaçao was the only problem before we even kick a ball. So there was high-end confidence coming in.
Yeah.
There was high-end because when I look at the players, to me, it's average players, some there have a couple good players. It's just the man I play with a confidence that I haven't seen in a long time.
Yep, now they are.
But I am going as far as to say, listen, this coming Tuesday gonna be their first defeat. It's gonna be 3 or 4 goals. Frankie, remember Blue Mountain tell you that?
Well, no, I would love that to be the case, but we gotta think that Curaçao beat Bermuda 7, even though the first game was 3-2. Wait, no, listen to me now. The first game was 3-2, and people got excited, say, what, they beat them. But they're getting better as the tournament progresses. We can't say the same thing. No,
Cranky, I don't think Bermuda put the best team out in the last game.
Yeah, I don't know what team they put in. I didn't look at their team.
No, I think Bermuda just tried to give everybody a game. I don't know. I think that's my opinion.
Yeah. I
think Bermuda just like, this is our last game. But Bermuda never been a footballing country. Many people don't know. In the past, there's a lot of Jamaicans that play for Bermuda. Because one of my teacher who taught me football, when I thought I could play football, he taught me control and move, was a guy named Patrick Alberger from East Kingston. He played for Bermuda national team.
Okay. Well, they play like a bunch of pickup team. They play like a pickup team, but they made the last round, so more power to them. But they only rank 165. They're not the most well ranked team, so we should be beating those teams easily.
The way this thing is set up, though, the teams that reached the final round, to me, it was designed that way. I don't know.
No, it was designed for Jamaica go World Cup, but we don't take advantage of that. Designed for we go World Cup. They set it up so we can't go World Cup, but we still a struggle. That's much as obvious.
Going forward though, I am asking the powers to be.
Which powers to be? What are you talking about?
The people in the JFF.
You mean the JFF? Okay.
The people in the JFF, the coaching staff. I am asking players to identify a couple center midfield, attacking midfield, or box-to-box midfield, or whatever you want to call them. Identify at least 6 of them at age 17, and let's try to groom them. Let's try to get more. And when the international windows open, let's try to put these players out there, because I think that's our biggest problem in the midfield. So let's try to get some players and try to, give them the experience of playing international football, and because we need that. We need that. We can't just look for established midfielder, and because we're not finding them. So let's build our own. What we are call some little under 17 players from England or America or wherever. But let's get them in the system from early and start putting them in big games, having them play together. Right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Let's get through this first. The JFF, I think not next up Tuesday. So we can't talk about that Tuesday. We can talk about but the concept is not bad, but we talk about that Tuesday.
All right. Now let somebody else jump on the program. Blessings, Frankie.
All right, bless. All right. Thanks for the call. Blue Mountain. So people, as we said before, we only talk positivity. Well, we talk mainly positivity. Okay? You can sometimes move into certain territory. I would say that at this juncture, we have what? Sunday? We only have one more day before after tomorrow. One more day, which is tomorrow before the game. My hope is that the players are well rested. Everybody's on the same page. The coaching staff and the technical advisor are in a good spot. They have the strategy laid out. They have looked at Curaçao. They know the team, was the Bakuna brothers or whoever the players are, the kid from Dortmund who's striker. And we have a strategy about how we're going to play against them. I'm very concerned about my 2 center backs, though. I'll admit that. I think Pinnock has gotten slower. I think King may not be healthy, and Lowe may not be fit. That's not a good thing. And people say you can move Holgate inside. You can, but Holgate head can't take him sometimes. So it's not the best situation for us in terms of you don't want your center of your defense have questions, and we have some questions. And Pinnock pushing a football either for Brentford. Him now play much game. He play a League Cup game and maybe come on 1 or 2 games. That's the problem that we have now. And we now realize it's important that you get regular football at your club. So when you come to the national team, you're ready, fit, able, and ready. And that's not been the case. But it is what it is. We can't change that now. But my hope is that come Tuesday, the players are in good stead. Now, if we think about the team, people, Blake played well last game. He wasn't great against Curaçao when played in Curaçao, but he was very good against Trinidad, make some good saves, as we know he can and does a lot of time. Holgate had a difficult game. I looked at Holgate's stats. Holgate had the most touches, but he had about 29 turnovers, or lost possessions, as they call it, which wasn't good. King came off early. Lowe was a warrior, but Lowe to me wasn't fit and got injured in the game because I think Lowe played on personal football. And then Pinnock is Pinnock. I think Greg Lee has been one of our most consistent defenders, but we'll get Lambakisa back. And I think Lambakisa actually does more offensively than people think he does when I watch him play. But what I would love to see in the game strategically is the team playing as a team, both offensively and defensively. So what I mean defensively, the wingers are helping out the fullbacks. The midfielders are present, ever present. You don't see them distributed across the field. No pattern for their defense. For offense, I was watching Albania against England today, and I realized, and Tuchel's been complaining about, like how the press was been going. When they press, you get no time, 0 time. You don't have time for control, and even if you turn, it's 2 people on you. So your decision making will be quick, right? It's quick. And they force Albania to go long because they're better than Albania, and it comes out. When we are pressing, that's why people say they don't see any strategy with the team. I don't see coordinated press. Like when Boza is playing, I see Boza press and there's nobody pressing Boza. Or I see Boza press and Russell want press, but Russell not have the athleticism to press. It has to be where we're very coordinated about. We gotta make Curaçao feel uncomfortable, you know. Part of that is pressing, right? Part of this pressing, we have to make Curaçao feel uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. You have to be in their faces. And you get more leeway in CONCACAF too. Yeah, I mean, so at the end of the day, I would hope that defensively, we are well organized. My center backs are healthy. My full backs are playing with the mindset that, you know what? We can't give up no goal. If you're isolated one-on-one, push the forward to the line. Don't let him come inside and can't shoot. Let him go baseline. The post is your friend. The keeper is your friend. The sideline is your friend. Now, key what he want to do, if he want to fake you 10 times, don't take the fake. Push him to the line. Make him go to the line. Don't take no fake. He can't dance. I didn't want to dance. He can't go party. I didn't want to party. You just push him down the line and you get some help. The sideline help you. The keeper help you. The post help you. You have to be conscious of that. Even when Cephas played the guy the other day, there's no way Cephas should go inside. If he want to beat me on the goal line, then more power to him. But he should never be able to go inside. Good afternoon.
Yeah, bless up, country. Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah. So about the Odell, about the coach decision with the game the other day when he rest some of the players in because of cards, right?
Yeah.
All right. Tuesday, he's not going to need 2 right back to start. So why never play a 3 instead of play Holgate out in natural position?
Because Holgate has played right back for Everton before. He's played out before. So I don't think he wanted to sacrifice Freer. I think part of the concern is they didn't want to play anybody with yellow cards, to be honest. I actually think they didn't throw the game, but I think they say, you know what? I have to be Curaçao anyway. Say, you know what? We're not taking no risk with nobody.
I was getting to say it looked like there was no intention to really win the game. It was just like, all right, we just try and hopefully get a draw, because you could have sacrificed. Because even to me, I think from when I look around, everybody we talk to who been to the games them, because I would have went down if we never just did in Jamaica and come back up. But everybody has said Russell should have played, right?
Right.
Why this coach cannot see it though?
Including yours truly, by the way.
Yes. Exactly.
Can you hear me talk about it all the time? Yeah.
Yes. But my thing is this, right? We have this ancient coach and his staff where you tell me them really can't see, because I would even start even say Shamar was on a yellow card.
Yes. You don't remember him getting a yellow? You get a yellow, man. Dixie get a yellow too.
All right, say him did on a yellow, and say him could have started Kadamatiri, and then even Borrell could have played the 10 card. Borrell actually was playing the 10 and the 11. If you watch the game, because Russell never did nothing. Borrell was running back and at the back and forth. Why don't just use 2 striker? Because we just eat Russell out there. Like it's just.
Well, I think Russell has at the goal count. You know, just like people talk about Cephas, and him score, but not really do much else. You know, people say him dangerous. Look on Cephas stats, people. Don't look on his stats good. Russell scores, but I'm of the view that I would make allowances on the wing for you not being there defensively. I can't make allowances in the middle. When you're playing midfield, that's where you did all the work. That's your stomach. Yeah. You know, no stomach, you can't play no football.
Yeah. That's why I'm not really beat Cephas now, because Cephas, the thing with Cephas is like, you have to live with the good and bad. You know, throughout the game, he's going to get a 1 or 2 opportunity to create a goal. It's just I have to deal with the other frustration throughout the 90 minutes, watch him doing stuff, and it makes sense. So, but I'll live with him. But Russell can't my team, period. Like definitely worse.
So here's what we have to do. Everyone who calling people or you're making a suggestion. If we're gonna say this player can't start, you gotta give me a midfield.
Yeah, but for midfield, well, with Palmer back. If Palmer wasn't there,
Palmer is there. Palmer is there. Let's say Palmer is there.
Yeah, Palmer and Bobby. I mean, when Bobby Reed and Palmer playing at Bermuda, we actually look like we have a midfield.
No. Order.
No, that's
Let's not use Bermuda. No, let's not use Bermuda for anything. Let's just think about Bermuda when you got a pub and you're the best player by far, nobody now play. No, use Bermuda. Use a game that matters. Use game that matters.
All right. I'm saying based on the current squad we have, we don't really have much option. We have to go with Bobby Reed and Palmer. The real thing is Bobby Reed with Gio, he might put in a shift when he have somebody else in the midfield to help him. Even though the last game him look last, and I think that's because he's trying to do both him and Russell job. You understand?
Right.
Bobby Reed was just last the whole game today. I worked with him play. I don't know what it was. I've seen Bobby Reed play better than that.
I actually think Bobby struck. Bobby looks like he's not fit. Look like he's struggling with injuries. I mean, he had difficulty lifting up his foot in the game. Like, I watch him, some ball come to him, and me just say, nah, Bobby Reed, that's that. Bobby Reed, that man, a fight 24/7, putting a foot. Which game we saw him play? Was it in the Gold Cup, the last game, and he was everywhere, and now he's nowhere.
Exactly. And so that's what I'm saying, sir. Because people will say Karai, but the thing with Karai is a hit or miss, Like, because I've even the last game and come in and I don't know if the coach never give him that assignment, but he never looked like him know where I do.
Him not know where I do. Look, Karai was asking what him should do. You don't remember that? Karai was asking what him should do.
I don't know if him or the coach because him asked him and nobody not really tell him what to do out here.
Yeah.
So him just was like, I'm gonna play positionless. So you know what I mean? But I mean, I'm thinking regardless of the result Tuesday, McLaren need to get fired.
Wow.
Yeah, man. They win or lose, because if we win, it was a struggle to go through. I think JFF is a pride thing why they don't fire him as yet, because they don't want to admit that they made the wrong decision hiring him. You know what I mean? So they're just working with it. But if we win, I don't trust McLaren going forward, because if this man can think say players too skinny if he make the team in a midfield and all of these, we don't want this man around ancient man this, So no,
look, we talk about the coach after Tuesday.
Yeah, but the team, I mean, no, we feel like we are pulled it off, because we watch back the Curaçao and Bermuda game. And even though I 7 4, no be fooled by that. If did you watch the game? Like,
no, I didn't watch the game.
All right, I watched the full game. Bermuda play ball. It's just that them basically give up, and you can
them can't defend. Them can't defend.
They feel like the turf did have a lot to why Jamaica play bad. You know what I mean? And he had not been there was just another.
I think he had not been there is a big deal. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Yeah, I'm gonna say grandstand sell out at Jamaica, so it look like the whole stadium are full. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's good. It's very encouraging. No, man, I feel like we get, but I think it'll be like a 2-1, because Curaçao, boy, them people underestimate them. Them actually decent. Them not good, but them decent. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel like Jamaica just, I don't know. I'm interested to see if they're going to start Boza. I think they need to. I would. No,
Boza starting. Boza starting. That's without Boza starting.
Yeah, I agree with that move.
No, but Boza didn't play the game because he had a yellow card.
Yeah, and I feel like they're going to start Rico Henry. Because we kind of need a speed up on the left. Because I don't think they need Greg Lee physicality. In that game there, I feel like Rico speed more needed. So they must start Greg Lee.
Greg Lee will start, man. Greg Lee hasn't done anything to lose this game. He hasn't done anything to lose this game. He hasn't done anything to lose this game. I mean, somebody should show that they're better for you to lose a game. He might play for him club. He's playing for the national team. Remember he played instead of Bell the last time, when the second game against Bermuda. Yeah, he's played well. I mean, Rico Henry is a good player, but he's played well.
So who are your wingers for Tuesday? Who you have on the wing? Except
well, Cephas on the left.
Yeah.
The right, I would start Campbell, but I don't think that's gonna be the case.
Why you think that's not the case?
Look, all we're hearing about is the jungle people. And jungle people, I mean, without Africa. I'm here, but I jungle, jungle people.
The three Rima jungle.
The three jungle man. So I mean, I don't. We don't have Tarzan movie. Them still the Tarzan movie, but I'm here, but I jungle people them. So
yeah, but the coach in our decision now with a Jamaica biggest game. I don't think he's going to start Dixon in a game.
I don't know. I wouldn't say that, you know. I wouldn't say that, you know. Because we say the people only local ballers are committed. That's how we hear. So we don't know. We don't know. But I do think.
So you're saying you see Dixon start, Dixon and Cephas?
I could see Dixon starting, yeah. But if I'm picking the team, it'd be difficult. It's difficult. I'm not gonna say you're not gonna pick my team today, but there are options, right? So I'm gonna pick the team tomorrow when I do my show. But there are options. So you're the option. You're the options. Nicholas is gonna start, so that's not an option. Steve is gonna start is not an option. So we have two more positions. We have the 10, and we have the wing. Now, if Palmer is playing, does Palmer play the 10? How does that work? So we have Dixon, we have Whisper, we have Gray, we have Campbell, right?
We have
Campbell, Whisper, Gray, Dixon, huh?
We have Gray.
Yeah, Gray.
You sure about that?
Yeah, we have Gray.
Yes, you sure? Okay. You sit tomorrow.
I'm saying he's there. So the question is, who do you pick after 4 who plays on the wing? Okay, you play Palmer in the 10. I think what they will go with is probably still go back with Bobby and go with Hayden and play a Palmer, more traditional midfield. So you have like 4 or 5 people there's only one slot for 4 people.
Yeah.
Right? It's Gray, Whisper, Campbell, Dixon. It's only one spot for 4 people.
Well, I think Gray probably the back of England though. But
he went back? I didn't see.
Well, no, I'm just,
you mean in terms of how he's playing? You mean how he's playing?
I saw other people saying pick up a little thing, so I'm not certain.
Okay. I haven't heard that, so maybe I'm behind time. So
yeah. Everybody has to Gray not there, but good spirit for Tuesday.
If Gray not there, it may not be a bad thing, you know. Then you have less confusion. Then you only. Gray wasn't in the last game, even though his stats were better than Cephas, except for the goal, and all that matters is the goal. But no, I mean Gray didn't really show up. He didn't really do anything that presents danger for the opposition, which is not good.
It looks like Gray tried to play, and I think if him really gone back, I think is another field.
Well, I think part of the problem for Gray too is that when you're used to playing on one side of the field, it's kind of hard to go on the other side. When you're used to playing on the left side, right? He's playing on the left side for Everton, playing the left side for in Saudi Arabia, and when he's in the Middle East, he's playing the left side for Birmingham now. That's where, and now you're asked to change sides. You may not be as effective. And we saw that with Campbell too. Campbell also plays on the left side. Campbell is rotating across all 3 spots now, playing center forward sometimes for Charlton. So that's a little bit different, right?
That's true. That's true. But if King also out too, boy, it will look really thin now in the past.
And King, I mean,
him and pin up around. Me deal with King, although King can't defend. You know what I mean? It's best we have with that. We're informed, I should say, but we actually get games. So
then we probably have a low pin-up center-half pairing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't trust that because Blue and Pinnock never looked good the last game. There was some few little mistakes around there where. And I hear the coach saying at the press conference that him like when Pinnock and King play because they pass the ball better. That's what the coach think though.
Well, I think the coach, I'm not sure if that's true, meaning King and Pinnock are best pass of center half. But King goes long a lot. So when King is playing within himself and passing the ball to Hayden or to Lambakisa, or sometimes to Bobby Reed, that works. But when he's gonna go 4 or 14 long, he's not pass the ball to nobody. And then Blake is poor with his feet.
Exactly. So
he's not even okay. No, he's poor. He's not okay. He's poor with his feet. Poor.
Yeah.
So that makes it more difficult to play out from the back. Then you got to go long on his 50-50 ball.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't mind King, but I think we just never like what Lowe give the last game. But I
think Lowe. I don't think Lowe is fit. Lowe is a better player than what he showed.
Him just never looked fit. Like something was just he could have fit. Him just out of game time and he was just like, I'm just out here. And it looks like him even have pressure to play, like he wanted to play. Like he's just there to be there. You know them, like him knows a king in farm more. You can see that. You know?
Well, I mean, when you're not playing football regularly, it's kind of hard enough to go in and throw in a big high pressure game. So it'll be interesting. I don't know what options the coach will have, but it won't be the best actually, because if King is not fit, but then again, some people don't like the King Pinot combination because there are similar traits and qualities that they exhibit, right? Holgate is more aggressive, Lowe is more aggressive. So you want that aggressive, non-aggressive, somebody's assured and composed, and then somebody's very aggressive. The aggressive person can take out the man, and then the composed person can read the game. You don't really have that. You don't really have that with King and Pinnock or with Lowe and Holgate. When Lowe and Holgate play game, you know, say when Lowe and Holgate play, you know, one of them I get yellow card or 2 yellow cards.
Exactly. So you think the coach know, like going into the game, because they were going with the intentions, all right, they were going to be in second place. So you can't say they weren't even going and trying to win the Trinidad game. With the pressure now, so you think say the players might feel that more, or them just
the pressure thing is an individual thing, you know. To me, right? Some people absorb pressure well, and some people don't absorb it well. Some people get nervous, and them can't play. They can't play their best game. When I used to interview people, I always tell them when they come to the interview room, I would sit there and say, you know what? I want to see the best you. So I know it's a nerve-wracking time, but take your time, drink some water, breathe hard, breathe easy, and then put your best foot forward. Doesn't make sense you go in a situation where you want to achieve something and we don't see the best of you. That's doing injustice to yourself. So players got to figure out what their method that allows them to be more calm and to play their best. You just want to see the player playing his or her best, or in this case, his best, and let the chips fall where they may.
Because the reason I'm saying that, I think that's why me would have probably going to Whisper over Campbell, even though Campbell is my player. But I feel like Whisper does look calm, like nothing bother him. You know, him look like him and Campbell. You see him waiting, like if they don't have no reaction really. But I think Whisper just looks so much like the defender.
Yeah, some people say Whisper didn't play well the last game. I didn't think we played a bad game the last game.
No, he played decent to me. Like, him just look confident on the ball. Like, both him and Campbell, they look confident.
And he wasn't turning the ball over, which is very important, right? He wasn't turning the ball over. I'm very concerned about people turning the ball over a lot. He's playing within himself. He's not trying to do too much. So I didn't think he played bad, but I heard quite a number of people saying he played poorly, but I didn't see that.
Yeah. So if we got you now, the technical director get the credit.
If we go through, no, I don't think so this time because
advice, I should say, advice.
The technical advisor. If we go through, everybody get credit, you know? Even the coach.
Okay. Boy, I'm not giving no credit. Didn't you say despite the coach, we're gonna make it so?
Well, that's what I said way back when. Right now, that's a if. I thought it was to be a guaranteed qualification. I thought we were gonna get 5 players. And we only got 1, and we got him late. And by the way, people, I heard someone in the chat talking about, I thought this person had their papers and their papers. Rico Henry didn't just get his citizenship. Rico Henry had his citizenship. Mother still had their citizenship. We didn't call them, so they can't come and call them people. Even some of the man them who have a citizenship, if you call them, they can come go get it at Jamaica. If you had discussion with Pika and maybe somebody in the ministry to say we need to get them players out, JFF never push it. So when people run off them, want me have to laugh sometimes. JFF no push it.
Yeah, I mean, I only one player I didn't know about where his situation was with him grandfather paperwork going to England, why, and that kind of mess up him getting picked. Like, you know, him just can't play for Jamaica, I think, with that.
Right.
But I'm surprised why the others didn't come. But
well, we have no idea why Mason didn't come. We know Rico Henry had his citizenship before this last window. He had in the previous window. He could have got called the last window. We didn't call him. Maybe because we had 2 left back in Bell and Greg Lee. Bell get hurt, so we called him as cover probably. And then there were some other players who papers are in, but hasn't materialized yet. You know, Pika is a process.
And the recruiting, what them do is just so horrible because like they're not even try to reach out to, like, I feel like them could have easily moved some of them over, you know, but they're just the recruiting thing we do is just horrible. Like when I go how to recruit, then probably just call them, and if the player say, oh, you know, I'm not sure, them just be like, okay, well, next time. Like, no, you have to really go to England, talk to them, I don't know.
No,
But
I think sometimes what happens is that how do I put it? I think there got to be better linkage between the JFF and the parties who have Jamaica heritage, but I'm not sure there's an interest to do that. I'm not sure there is that. We as fans, most fans want the best players to play, and sometimes the best players is subjective, but they want the best players to play. Not everybody's like that. There's some people overseas who think the players who won overseas are better. There are a lot of people in Jamaica. I'm not going to say some. A lot of people in Jamaica who just want local players to play. They have this view that people think that because the player, and you've heard it in the different forums, is played overseas or groomed overseas, that he's a better player. And they believe the coach, as you heard today and earlier in the podcast, the coach only want to pick English-born players. I think coaches pick who they believe will give them the best chance to win. I don't know if any coach is going to favor certain players who are going to give them the best chance to win. If not give them the best chance to win, that's a fact. You want to win as a coach.
Yeah.
Why would you want to hurt your record? You know, some coach may not like a given player, right? Because they have some running. So they won't play them, no matter what happened. But in most instances, I don't think the coach is going to prefer a player because of where he was born when he's going to hurt his record and give him the best chance to win, because it hurts his resume, it hurts his legacy, it hurts how he's perceived, it hurts his money. Why would he want to do that? That makes no sense. But we have some very narrow-minded people who think that way, and they have loud microphones, they have big microphones, and people believe the crap that they say. Seriously.
Yeah, because all right, you see in most countries, all right, you see when I look at Curaçao, because it's a small nation, them don't really have a radio station, TV stuff where them are broadcast. In Jamaica, the one radio host where everybody listens to for sports is Sharkman, right? He has the most influence. So the fans them all believe the things them will come out of this man mouth. And they run with this narrative, you understand?
Yeah.
And most of the YouTubers them, most of probably the 1,000 YouTubers, are probably 5 we have like a view, let's say, make anybody play, you know? So it's like, so when everybody get information and feed into them every day and say, oh, we don't want certain players, you kind of see it. Because it happened in Nigeria and Ghana, them, it's not just Jamaica, you know. It happened all over, you know, but I think Jamaica, I think we think that the JPL league is better than it's not that good. And we kind of hype it up. So we think that the players them coming from it should make it to a pro level. Because Walter Boy said the other day that him disappointed say we don't have more local players. And this comes from Walter Boy saying, you know that look, when everybody hear that now, it's like, you know, them see Walter Boy as like a god for them, and him must say, we need more local players. So that tells us we not try to develop soccer to that level. We just want to include every little man around the corner. The JPL league is not that good. It's a semi-pro league. It's not a professional league, you know. It's not ranked as a professional league. The players them should try if they go to England and then place there from the JPL to play, not try to use the national team to make it to, you know. So
right.
I just thought.
Yeah, man. Appreciate the call out there.
Yeah, man. All right, let's start.
Yeah. Let me say this, people, because we've been talking about citizenship with the problem when you have your citizenship, people, you know, your passport is this. You have to get called for your club to release you. Your club now has to go, you know what, when we have international windows, the players for clubs who are not playing international windows, they have to stay at their club and train. They might get paid. So therefore, people, please hit the like button. So therefore, if Rico Henry has, give me 1 second, caller. If Rico Henry has his citizenship and he doesn't get called, him can't go to Jamaica to try to get him passport. Go ahead, caller. What am I speaking to?
Good day, Cranky. Good day, Cranky Live.
Yeah, good day.
This is Fisherman, otherwise known as Glenn Ogden, otherwise known as Fisherman.
I'm glad you're calling.
You're glad me call?
Yes.
Yeah, I was listening yesterday. I was listening.
Oh,
I didn't listen to your program.
Oh, you were? Really?
No, I didn't listen to the program live. I was listening on the playback.
No, I know. The one when we dropped the video, right?
And I say it seems like you have a show all about CFAS, man.
No. It was no. I didn't have a show about CFAS. I had a show in June that talked about CFAS. Get it straight. In June. What month we know? What month we know?
Eh?
What month is this?
November, man.
You know when we drop the video? People like you, we drop it for.
You drop it.
People like
You
you.
drop it for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go short, man.
No.
Drop phone now. Because no come beat. No, let me talk now. Cause you come from my program and you attack me about CFAS and CFAS this. What the video say? What the video say? Tell us what the video say. Tell people what the video say. Those of them want to see it. What the video say? Why video say? Why say?
Yesterday video.
Why say?
I remember. I need to come on and hear you talk. I don't remember. Tell you the God truth.
Okay.
What I know is the argument is you say you have your receipt or something like that.
Those are the receipts. Yeah, those are receipts. Those were the receipts. Yeah, those were receipts. They're receipts. That's what we call receipts. Evidence.
You was talking about is talking about what he do is gosh man. You were saying about what he do on the field, how much ball he missed and how much ball he cross and all of those things. That is what I was even talking about.
You didn't listen to it well. You know? Go listen to it again.
Yeah,
well, you sound like an oral Tracy. Don't do that. When you come to this wait. You do. One of the people listen. You listen now. You come here, you criticize me, and you beat me about CFAS this and CFAS that. And I showed you receipts and you don't listen to the receipts. But me can't talk to people like you know. Yeah, Ora me can't talk to no. No. Those are receipts. There is nothing oral Tracy has said about CFAS that I haven't said. Nothing. Well, I didn't catch that part. Maybe I didn't catch that part.
Go
listen to the entire video. The video is less than 20 minutes. Listen to it.
Talking about, I was watching the show. What I see, you was talking about CFAS and the goal. You say I'm going to score, do not much more score the goal. And through the whole show, you talk, then you go back to CFAS. And I was saying to myself, boy, it seems like the goal that CFAS score kind of hit a chip.
No. You missed the point. That video had nothing to do with the goal that CFAS scored. That video was done from June. All I did was cut it out of the program I had and put it up. That video was done from June. We're in November now. At June, the video though.
So hold on. You wasn't live yesterday.
No.
You wasn't live.
No.
You wasn't live yesterday.
No. It's a June video. I mean, you know what I do? Deliberately, I'm not put no intro to the video. We just cut and send it, and people can interpret.
Yeah.
Go you know what? Come talk to me after.
You were saying you said he scored the goal.
Yes.
And then you go to the stats and start talk about the stats.
Yes.
So you say you never live yesterday.
I wasn't live. Hey, people, don't talk to fisherman. Because fisherman still there see. Him there see people. No help him out. Help him out because we can't help him. Him there see.
So what you say you don't know? Kind of explain to me.
So I did a tour program in June after the Unity Cup, right?
Yeah.
I walked through why people should like CFAS game. I explained that CFAS gonna make mistake. I explained that CFAS as a skill you can't teach. I explained how dangerous CFAS is. I also said, my friend from Trinidad loves CFAS. And I said, I go on the bandwagon sometime, and sometimes I go off the bandwagon, but I hold on the rail still because he frustrates. That's what I said.
Yeah. And
I gave him all the praise. I said, you know what? I'm going to stop cut CFAS, so I appreciate CFAS. I said also, in my starting five, there'll be 5 players starting. What did I have? Blake, Hayden, Greenwood if he comes. I had another player, and then I had CFAS. I had Pinnock and CFAS. And I said, number 5 is CFAS. Automatic starter. So even though you hear me go the other day, but then as time progressed, people, I'm a player now, playing no football. Now I get no game time in club. I reassess. So why not talk? Wait. Why not talk about that nonsense? Do not try to beat me. I'm the wrong person to beat.
Man.
Yeah.
No, see, Cranky. Yeah. I don't see that video. I don't see that.
I dropped the video yesterday. Okay, wait.
I don't see
that. No. Okay. Go to June, people. It's a 2-hour video, so me cut it about 20 minutes. No. See, no. We have receipts on YouTube. We don't have fisherman. We have go around on circle, There's a video drop about June 4th or June 6th. Go look at my history. It's up on YouTube. Well, you can find the video.
Well, Frankie, I didn't watch that video. What you're talking about?
Okay.
I was watching a video. What you was talking about the match that play against Trinidad. That is the video I was watching.
Oh, we're talking about the stats for 3 East Coast.
Yes, sir, I don't know which video you're talking.
I don't know, but you have before you start talking about me and Cephas, you have to watch a video there when we drop.
Yeah, but I asked you if you do a video, I do a live stream yesterday. You said no.
Did I do a live stream? No, I did a live stream. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I can't remember.
Yeah, man, you do a live stream. I was watching it.
Wait, me do a live stream. Was it yesterday? Yesterday Friday? No, yesterday Saturday.
And
when we do a live stream yesterday, me do a live stream on Friday.
Yesterday was Saturday.
Yeah, me do a live stream on Friday. But anyway. Anyway. Here's the fact.
I watched about that replay. The stream that you know talking about.
No, because I did stats for everybody. I didn't do stats for Cephas. I did stats for everybody. So it was a Cephas thing. It was a everybody's stats. It was a stats I'm going about. Go ahead.
You was talking and you say you're waiting on Fisherman.
Yes.
You call me name.
Yes.
Say you're waiting on Fisherman because you have the receipt. That is what you said.
Yes.
So I didn't watch that one that you.
Fisherman. That was for you. You have to go watch it. Go watch it, Fisherman. Go watch it. I'm talking afterwards. No. You can't. We know. You can't come accuse people and then have receipts and you're gonna watch receipts. That don't make no sense.
No, anyway, I don't really can't come accuse.
No. Me take it personal. So I want people to move on to Fisherman. Say more watch your receipts. You have to watch your receipts. You are like a sharp man. You are like a sharp man who drop word 24/7 for me. If you watch your receipts, go ahead, Fisherman. Yeah.
When I ask you say, on all this thing, when I say, people say when people talk about a player from England and I say them xenophobics. That's it.
No. When people talk, no, don't say that. When people are creating this narrative about diaspora versus local, that diaspora, they're always negative about diaspora, then it's xenophobic. Yes, there's xenophobia.
All right. So when somebody like or the other set of people then talk about local player and local band player, where we call uno then?
Okay. So let me say this to you. First of all, what we're saying is this: is that there's an unfair way in which certain players are talked about when they're local versus overseas. People like me, you want to point out, I'm an equal opportunist critic. I criticize diaspora players, I criticize local players, and I have receipts. So you can't come. No, I don't want to say about cranking like this player. Me have receipts. The good thing about YouTube is these things are recorded for years and years and years.
No, but what I'm saying, Crank, look here.
Yes.
When I say unseen, me hear you call unseen, same xenophobic.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, I hear unseen big up English player, and when him name in squad, he name English player in him squad, he never name a local squad alone. He never name a squad where a be a local.
No. Because wait, Fisherman. So Fisherman, we have a call on our day of this because we're top of the team. We don't want to go into the history thing, right? We say we're gonna be positive today because we're trying to help the team. So we're not gonna go back in night. But let me just close it up by saying this. Unseen, historically, has been very focused on local players and very critical of overseas players. That's all. He's not balanced.
No, well, the end of the day, me focus, me talk about local player and me talk about English player. Me criticize English player.
No, they're not English players. They're English-born players. They're not English players. They're Jamaican players.
Them are English. They're not English.
They're not English players. No. They're Jamaican. No. Do they play for Jamaica? Do they play for Jamaica?
All right, English band players.
Okay, thank you.
English band players.
Yes.
Them born in England. They're not English band player.
Okay.
Me criticize them and me criticize local. Because if me see a player we come here and me not think him good enough, me will criticize him.
And that's fair. That's fair. You should.
When people criticize them, when they say we're xenophobic, that is the thing we can't understand.
No, Fisherman, let me just close it out by saying this. I'm take another call. Let me say this to you, Fisherman. When a person comes on and says the local players are more committed than overseas players, the local players play harder than overseas players, right? The team needs to be more balanced, meaning should have more local players than it has now. The part of the matter is they're all citizens. I don't think any player is trying to play less than they normally play. I don't think any player is that unprofessional. I don't think any player play at different speed. Some players play like Holgate play physical. Some players like Lowe play physical. Some players play more cerebral like a Hayden. Some players may slow like a Whisper. Every player can show me born overseas, who plays hard or plays what you want to call softer. I can show you a Jamaica born player. There's a fact. So we create a narrative to be us against them, which is not okay.
So Cranky.
Yes.
So if me I pick a team, it's me I pick a team. I mean me come so bam and me look at the team and me say, well, a player will play at Jamaica, or if he play in another country but not England, him better than a man that will come from England. I mean, name out the side, I may have more of them, more local man in the team. What you say? A xenophobic, why me have more local player in the team?
No.
Or more local band player in the team?
No, I wouldn't say that. You have your preference about what player should be in the team.
No, man, that don't say all the while, man.
Wait, but somebody have a question for you. The question say, ask Fisherman, which local player he thinks shouldn't start?
I think Anglin will start at the team.
No. That wasn't the question.
So
which one you think should not? Which question should not start? Which player should not start? Not who start should not start. Which local player should not start? Dixon, Whisper, Nicholson, Lowe. Which one should not start? Should all of them start?
Which local player start in the match coming up now?
Yes.
Coming up.
Yeah.
If you pick my team, I would have pick two. I would have pick Anglin in the team right now. Cephas. You mean local born player you talk about?
Yes, local born
player?
Yeah.
All right, my team I come up. Would I pick Blake in goal, Low and pin up in the center half position. Lay on the left. On the right side, I would have picked Free. I would have picked Free on the right back. Eden at the 6. Anglin. I'm in number 10. Number 10. Oh. The Ras come back. When you again?
Palmer.
All right, them say Palmer fit. So me I'll pick Palmer.
Okay.
And Cephas on the left.
Yeah.
Bowser in at the end.
Yeah.
And Grip on the right.
So therefore you wouldn't pick Whisper or Dixon to start by default.
No.
Okay. And you wouldn't pick Warner Brown to be.
You
wouldn't pick Warner Brown to be. Would Warner Brown be in the squad?
Warner Brown on the bench.
Okay.
Warner Brown upon the bench.
And who would you bench? You bench Kadamarti or you bench Burrell? Or you wouldn't in the squad?
Yeah, I bench Kadamarti and I bench Burrell.
No. One of them not in the squad. One of them won't be in the squad then, right?
Well, as I say, Warner Brown have to on the bench.
Okay.
And if Bowser now get it going, then me I put on Warner Brown. Because me I put do it for me already. Them man me I put on the field.
Okay. That's your team.
And that if a man say me xenophobic in that, well. No,
you like the players who you like. And most of them are local.
No, man, I like who perform and no matter about who like, because the thing is, you don't want to put some player upon the field when not performing, That's what you do,
So give me example. Give me example.
Levels matter.
Give me example. Who's not performing? Who's not performing that we put on the field?
Huh?
Give me example player who's not performing. Yeah.
Russell not perform. Russell for the on the field.
But he has 5 goals in 16 games in that performance.
Russell not perform. Russell not doing nothing on the field. Russell fi sit down.
All right.
Russell fi sit down. And you know too. And you know say Russell not fi start neither. Russell fi sit down. You know that.
But it's your team. It's your team.
Russell fi sit down. I don't know if this thing about this leverage thing with most of the players them sit down and not play no football. And when them cover them now play, when people talk, so them not play, say people xenophobic. Eh?
But Fisher, what's funny, Fisherman? You know what's funny, Fisherman? You make these comments about Uno, like you never watch.
Yeah, man, a whole lot of Uno, man.
But
get to know when you hear.
But Fisherman,
local talk about any local player, I say them xenophobic.
But Fisherman, it gets to some people when you talk the way you talk sometimes too.
Well, yeah, man. Well, it get both me when we talk, it gets to some. When we don't talk, it get to me too.
No, actually, that's how it should be, Because if it wasn't, we would all be robots. If everything a man say you agree with him, you'd be a robot.
I hear you talk about Devante Stewart. I hear CC call and talk about Devante Stewart with you. I mean, you're upon this thing. Is leverage to this thing. Is leverage to this thing. Want to make this thing like Jamaica have a big team. Jamaica have no big team, you know, man. Jamaica have a struggling football team. And when we have some player we are performing in a league, we're going to talk about leverage to this thing. I also like the man playing at Israel.
Fisherman. Where is Israel ranked in terms of... So, Fisherman, if I'm going to play Premier League or Championship versus JPL, doesn't that matter?
Look here.
No, yes or no, Fisherman. You say you have no question. Yes or no question.
It matter if you perform. It matter if when you come, you perform. If you not perform, I don't matter where you play. But how
much chance you get to perform? Not everyone people come get a chance to perform. Right? Not everybody get a chance to perform. Kadamati played 2 games and he's now back on the bench and he's not getting a game for time, right? And he played well against Bermuda, didn't score. He scored against Trinidad. He didn't get no service against Curaçao, but now he's on the bench. So he might have to hold the bench. I mean, not fight that. Nobody not fight that.
Yeah, hold the bench. But at the end of the day, Cranky, if when you get your chance, you don't perform, and somebody call for somebody else, like Warner Brown get him chance now, when Warner Brown come do. Warner Brown come perform. When you don't see him one say him a play in a league.
Yeah, but Warner Brown also played but Warner Brown also played in the Gold Cup and he didn't play well. That's a fact, right? He didn't perform in the Gold Cup. That's a fact.
The whole team didn't perform in the World Cup.
You can't.
The whole entire team did not perform in the
Lord
World Cup.
have mercy. I gave you example. You gave me example and I gave you example. And then all of a sudden you have excuses. Come on, Fisherman.
But what I'm saying, him have credit in the bank. Him have credit in the bank.
He does have some credit. Yes, he scored goal every 40-something minutes. He has credit in the bank. He does have credit.
Him have credit in the bank.
But he's been injured for a long time. He was injured for a long time. Was he injured for a long time?
Yes.
Okay.
Cranky, but if the coach did follow, he wouldn't get no call in at the squad, none at all, because the same him playing at the Jamaica League. So he's not ready to play for national
actually,
team.
that is not true. That's not true. We argued that they shouldn't bring 4 strikers. And then the question is which striker should get left out. No, you never hear me say Warner Brown shouldn't this and shouldn't that. Me have receipts. I keep telling you, me have receipts. I'm the one who say Warner Brown score a goal every 40 minutes for the national team, which is a good goal. But I would also say the question is, I've said this for everybody. Who have you scored against? I said to everybody.
Before Warner Brown coming at the national team, you never used to talk say no local player not good enough to make the national squad.
Nah, I don't think people take things that way. If that's what do you mean local player? What do you mean local player? You mean like a Maggie?
Local player we play in the Premier League out here. I'm not saying nobody not good enough to make the team.
Actually, no. What we say is this: is that I'm the one who always said the coach should go to Jamaica and go do a search. I couldn't find Baby Garden and try to find players and see if them good enough. What are you talking about?
Cranky.
If you give me a specific player, if you say like if you give the point on specific players.
Each time them pick Cranky, each time when they pick Warner Brown, I mean Warner Brown and Anglin, only you say them have quota in a national team.
They do have quota. No, they have quota.
You always say every time when they pick any local.
But when you start about individual players, that's different. I'm saying they have a general quota. There's a quota in the national team. Of course, there's a quota.
Anyway.
There's a quota. Wait. There's a quota in the youth teams and a quota in the national team. Now the quota in the national team, there's more flexibility in the national team.
Anytime them call up any local base player in the team and say them have quota. Try them call up local base player, that means
sometimes that happens. I mean, so you know what? I don't want to call out no player name, but we had a player in the summer who was put in the team at midfield. Okay, midfield. And they play midfield. Really? That's how this thing come up now. Wait. Is that true? Is that true? Before you go, is that true? Huh? Is that true?
Which player they put that in midfield?
What do you mean? We had you not follow the team. We had 5 midfielder. 1 go back to England.
Oh.
1 was in the midfield and play in that team as midfielder. He not play midfield. Then squeeze in that team as midfielder and play midfield.
Busy you're talking.
Okay, so you know.
Busy you're talking.
It's busy at midfielder.
Is Lati a midfielder?
No. Answer the question. We can get to that. Answer the question, man. Is he a midfielder?
No, busy play on the right flank.
But he was listed at midfield, wasn't he? Was he listed at midfield?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's how this narrative is starting out. You want to talk about Lati? Lottie played midfield for Jamaica for the
Yeah,
longest.
Lottie is not a midfielder.
Damian Lewis played midfield for Jamaica. Damian Lewis midfielder.
Come on, man. Look here.
What do you mean?
All me was saying to do. Stop when anybody talk about a local player and talk about an English player.
All right, me have to leave it though. Because I'm gonna call about 4 times now. Me have to leave it.
And anyway, Jamaica win the match, the last match.
You and everybody, you and all of us. You and all of us. We have the same objective.
And the only reason is not about we are a good football team, you know. It just shows me as a Jamaican, and I really want Jamaica to qualify for the World Cup. And I said them really are playing football, figure a World Cup still, you know. But me, as a Jamaican, if it was a next team, if them was not Jamaican team, would I say the team no figure no World Cup. I didn't can't play football.
All right, sir. We talk. Bless. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. Who am I speaking to? Do I know? But who am I speaking to? Tell the people.
Philo.
Right. Oh, Philo. Philo's been busy in the chat. Where's the Philo?
Yeah, man. So you're the argument we want to talk about now. Or you plan to celebrate Tuesday win?
I love my fellow Jamaicans' confidence. In fact, it's arrogance. It's not in confidence if you pass confidence. I don't drink, Philo. I don't drink enough, Philo. I'm not smoke or drink either. So I don't know. We probably do a regular thing. We're not really over-celebrating now. I would probably celebrate that, sure. That's how we stay now. Come on here and come get happy.
So
right?
you sound like you're not planning to celebrate, or you're planning to celebrate. Which one?
Well, we're not planning to celebrate because
so you believe Jamaica will win the game?
I'm cautiously optimistic.
What that mean? We are good at 100%.
That means I'm in the fence.
No, man.
We are the fence. You know what the fence? You know the fence? Because we don't want to talk too loud. Not trust your coach.
No, sir. Here or now. Despite the coach flawed, here or now. When Jamaica play Curaçao, we dominate the game. We outplay them with passes. We control. We have more shots. We have everything over.
You mean maybe the second half, though? The first half was different, but maybe the second half.
The first 10, 15 minutes here was a little trouble.
Yeah.
But from this onwards, right throughout the game, we just not make use of our chances.
True.
So you really think that a yard without the level of confidence what we know about them, we're not going to knock them out?
Well, here's the thing. In that game, you mentioned we had chances that we didn't take them. Just like Trinidad had a chance against us. You have to score them first.
Look, man, we have to look on it different, man. We have to look where they go forward from Tuesday onwards.
Okay.
I plan to celebrate, you know.
Wait, how you celebrate? How you celebrate, Philo? How you celebrate?
Right, man. I watch party, man.
Where?
Yes, man.
Where you watch party?
Yes, man. In Amira, man. Two cover the league together, man. Only pass it, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
But here's the thing. All of us as Jamaica, we know the situation with the tendency of the coach. We know the situation with some of the players, them who not play right. But you see, choose the game, we have to put that there behind us. That's a water under the bridge. Choose the game. We have to look at it, say, look here. It was 2 days before the 98 World Cup when we played and we beat, I think I make the record of the team. And we make it to the World Cup. So what make you can't do it again? In the same location. Come on, man. I'm ready.
Well, look, I love your enthusiasm. I love your confidence, even more than arrogance. I love that you are even planning a party. You know, I've seen people have champagne and it's still not up on ice and you can't come off ice, you know. But I'm optimistic. I think we can beat Curaçao. I think we can beat Curaçao. I am concerned about injuries. I'm concerned about fitness. But I'm also optimistic that, you know, we're playing at home. If grandstand is sold out, that means there are enough people. And it's sold out from early too, because, you know, people like last minute buying.
Yeah.
So that suggests that the crowd is going to go there. I hope the crowd don't put too much pressure on the players. I hope the players then feel the crowd presence.
They have to get the pressure, man. I want the man, they have to know, say, this is hands and art. And look which part, Jamaica situation now. The hurricane thing in a southwestern Jamaica and all that. Everything right there, sir, relied on this game. Can you imagine the storyline? Jamaica make it to the World Cup with all the circumstances?
No, and we would love that. We would love that. NYC BOI saying is the stadium sold out. My understanding that grandstand is sold out. I don't think bleachers is sold out. But we hope that. I think there'll be a lot of people going to the game. There's a lot of people going to the game.
So here's the question for you, Cranky, going forward on the live.
Right.
Everybody will watch. How want to plan to celebrate Tuesday night? Put it in the chat. Call in and let's talk about that.
So people, the question is, when Jamaica wins on Tuesday, how you plan to celebrate the victory?
Nah, man, you have to say it positive, man. I can't attitude saying that, man. Come on, man. Sure. You know, I believe, bro.
All right, I'm put my face come out. All right, people, when we kick some, you know what, Tuesday, we're not there. We're not celebrate. How you celebrate? You drink some white rum, you drink some Real Nevia, you drink some Red Stripe. Where you drink? Heineken? When I drink. In our party, you have music. Are you going to be at somebody's house? Are you going to, people, because we're going to be here, no people. We are carrying the game in us, so you can do somebody's house. I watch the game while you talk to me at the same time.
What? That's what you said. I remember this. Back in the 98, you know, I think the day after was a national holiday, and if I'm not mistaken, you know. So
well, them can't use one. In Jamaica now, the way things are going. You can use a national holiday Wednesday. Even though it's not the most productive, they have national holiday when you have emergency, as we have with Melissa. But I do think people want something to celebrate.
Yes, man, for real, man. So let's talk about that. What we plan to do, how we going to do it? Because you see right now, on a real, you see right now, there's a lot of hole in the team. But I believe that Jamaica making it to the World Cup, the whole team structure, the whole strategy, even the coach might go on to, but everything when reframe, everything when put together, reset, because now we are focused on the finals of the World Cup. I believe that.
Yeah, and you know what? I was going to say something, but I'm going to say it after Tuesday in terms of the team or the squad going forward. I do think that when we win the game on Tuesday, as you're saying, there is some decisions need to be made. Not necessarily about the coach, but some decisions need to be made as a JFF, as a team. Decisions need to be made. I seem to have a guest too. Who I drive. I don't know why I drive and come on people channel. But anyway, there's Cataract. You know Cataract.
I'm not gonna take up much of your time.
I can't finish first. Cataract. Give me finish first. I can't finish first. You're sick. Can you take long for talk?
No. I have less than about 3 minutes.
You have less than 3 minutes. Jamaica time or US 3 minutes?
Jamaica 3 minutes.
Okay.
Call out no disrespect. I was calling in Cranky because I watched the Republic of Ireland game and saw that. Qualified.
Respect.
Republic of Ireland.
They were qualified. They didn't play in the playoffs, yeah.
Right. And I'm saying, what a bangarang if we don't beat Curaçao and end up in the playoff and have to play Republic of Ireland.
No, the caller said, where are we going to celebrate? He said, no. If we don't, the caller said, we're going to celebrate. How are you going to celebrate Tuesday? That's what the caller asked. Tuesday night.
We're going to celebrate Tuesday?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think your program is fit for it. You know, someone go to stadium with about 4 or 5 girls.
Oh, okay. So you're older man. All right, good.
They'll be with the ladies. But no, listen, I have a very serious concern. I am not going to be the overhyped Cataract that you always see.
Come on, man. It can't be too timid, man. At the last game,
it's not about timid. It's about literally believing that I could see the coach put on 11 under 23 JPL players. I don't know what he's doing because
No. That not gonna happen.
Big brother. Hold on, big brother. 1 minute left out there. Hold on, big brother. When I hear someone say that in order to get 4 points, 3 wise men sat down and said, get a draw against Trinidad and tried to get 3 points at home, I lost the plot. Because I would have thought you go all out guns blazing for Trinidad. Who get yellow card and out. But get the 3 points. against the weaker nation.
I disagree with you.
I can't see it, man.
So here's where I disagree with you. So we had to either draw or beat Curaçao, regardless of what happened in Trinidad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So the question is, do I take the risk then or do I take the risk now? Do I take the risk then or later? Right?
Correct.
So they took the risk later, not earlier.
So
I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it. Seriously.
Yeah. Well, I have a problem with it because
you know what? You know why? You know what? What happened when Hayden didn't play against Curaçao? We showed us up, didn't it?
Risk. Let me tell you, I would rather Curaçao coming here and trying to play for their life more
That's
than.
one way to think about it. Yeah.
Keep
talking. You gotta run. All right, go on. Go on, Carla. I'm going to run.
Yeah. But so here's the thing, man. I think we're gonna do it. The coach make a risky decision, and I honestly believe that wasn't just the sole coach decision. That was a collective body within the team, the squad, that make that decision. And they know, because to reserve certain players to play the way they do, they know that they're bringing it home with the confidence that they're going to win this thing in Jamaica, on the Jamaican side. And I'm just confident. Stupid look, crazy look, but I'm confident that we're going to do it right now at the stadium. I'm ready to celebrate.
Well, good talk. I go talk that. Definitely good talk.
So people, come in at this. I want to plan to celebrate on Tuesday night after we win the game. Let's talk about that. Respect my brethren.
Yeah, man,
good
bless.
Talk.
Yeah, man, bless. CC, what I say? CC, can you hear me? Can't hear you, CC. Can't hear you. If I'm mute. Can't hear CC. If I'm mute. Me say me can't take care of it. Me can't take care of it. You mute yourself. And I'm mute you. Unmute your mic. Are you busy? CC, I talk to somebody else, people. Come on, I'm busy. CC, are you busy? Are you talking to me or are you talking to somebody else? Take your phone off mute, CC. Kishan, how you doing?
Wait, one second. I can't hear you now. All right,
CC, talk to Kishan. Me have to take 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, man.
Talk to Kishan. Talk to him.
Yeah, so me.
Yeah, where is CC?
Yeah, so me I say people, them I say. I think Cranky did that say it a while ago. Say we have to win. By the way, people see that CC Sports Lab. The merch is up. I say the Cranky did that.
If we win against Curaçao, irrespective of what go on Trinidad. But that's not how it went. Depending on the result against Trinidad, it would depend on what we do against Curaçao, which meant that if we won against Trinidad, we would have not needed to win against Curaçao. But because if we drew our last against if we drew our last against Trinidad, we would have needed to win against Curaçao. So we need to win Tuesday because two teams can end up on 12 points and 2 can end up on 11 points. So there's no guarantee, and then them can load up them team if them got goal difference. There's no guarantee that if we don't beat Curaçao Tuesday, we in the playoff. You understand?
Yes, there's no guarantee if we draw against Curaçao.
Yes, if we draw against Curaçao, we are depending on the results outside of our control.
Yeah.
Which
but
meant
that's
that.
Why I disagree with Cranky when I say
yes.
You know, Keter, if I say, him disagree with the coach, and Cranky I say him disagree with Keter, because to me, you play every game to win. You get me? I say, and I don't think playing attacking or going for 3 points means you got all guns blazing. You get me? I say, but I think our approach to the game could have been a bit more balanced. You get me? I say, I think the coach already done set up the team and make up his mind. So listen, we just want a point. And from Sifa score the first goal, you kind of see where the team kind of just sit back. You get me? I say.
I disagree with you. I disagree with you. What CC? You agree with that?
But Cranky, isn't it better to get the 3 points away from home
and then just better manage the game at home, knowing that you only need a draw. You just not lose.
Right. So let me just say this. By the way, NYCBO, thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. And as I mentioned before, I heard grandstand is sold out. Don't know about bleachers. So let me just say this. They made a strategic decision, and I think it was a decision made by the coaching staff. I'm sure the technical advisor was part of that decision, which is this. The players on yellow card, they want to protect them. Because if you get a yellow card, they can't play the next game. And they probably had a bad experience with Hayden not playing against Curaçao, where the middle was wide open. It didn't make a difference that much against Trinidad, to be honest. So they went in with the view that if we don't play these players, and if we lose the game and we win at home, we're good. If we play them, and it's not like the talent level between the players who played and those who didn't play was that great. Let's be honest. Right? Is Burrell that much worse than Bowser? Is he's that much better than Holgate? I don't think so.
That's why his better players should have played, get the win, because again, Frankie, even if Bowser played and the same score will win, but he pick up a yellow, he still have Burrell and he still have Bailey for the next game.
Yeah, but they took the risk to be good at home versus away from home.
But Cranky, look at it like this. My thing is this, I didn't have any problem with the starting lineup except for Holgate playing right back. So I will say this because I said it on your channel. So I'm not backtracking. I didn't have a problem with the starting lineup. What I had a problem with is after we went 1-0 up, why is Rico Henry coming on the field? What is the purpose of Rico Henry on my football field?
Well, I don't problem with Rico Henry playing football, but I think it was the wrong change at the wrong time.
That is what I'm. No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. It's not about Rico Henry playing for the team. I'm saying at the time when they made the change, when they took off Burrell, right? You replaced him with a left back, whilst a left back was already on the field. Yeah. And I'm saying why didn't put Bailey Kadamachi on so he could continue the press up front and keep pushing back Trinidad. So we still had a forward who could push back Trinidad.
Here was a problem. CC and Kishan. There are two problems. So we put on Anderson. He's normally a 6 or 8, but he didn't know where he was playing, right? Because we weren't ready to play 3 across. We had Bobby playing the 8. We had Hayden playing the 6. So Anderson looked like he didn't know where he was supposed to play. Yes. And as you're alluding to, which is take off Burrell, we put on a left back. I assumed that they were going to move Campbell inside, but that didn't really seem clear. So we had 3 people on the left side. It wasn't clear what we were doing. Exactly. I'm not sure the instructions were passed along about how it should be because, as I said numerous times, the goal that was scored, there was no pressure on the ball.
They could have just written a paper and give it to Rico Henry when he was coming on the field and then pass around the paper because obviously the communication via word of mouth never came across. When you took off, because like I'm saying, if you're going to take off the center forward, which means that you're not going to have anybody to create the first press anymore. So you wouldn't have somebody to create that first press anymore or that first pressure against Trinidad. So that because Trinidad is going to come back, because Trinidad needs to win this game. So Trinidad need two goals at that time because they needed to keep themselves alive. So having said that, you're not going to be able to catch them on the counter. So putting them in with is not a bad move. But my thing is that if you're going to put on Rico Henry, right? If you're going to keep Greg Lay on the field, why not just send Greg Lay up the line and make Greg Lay play the position?
So here's what happened. And this is a tradition. This is what a lot of coaches are doing nowadays. Let me say this
before we leave.
Go ahead.
Say he's not a prayed man, but there are multiple gods out there, so just a big one. Just a big one.
You have one of them.
I am putting my trust in the players. That's what I'm putting my trust in.
Yeah, but just don't start here.
I never play. Me not call to no deity. Forgive me no. We don't want God figure no preference over Curaçao. No unbiased God now do that.
No man, I know that man.
But that you ask for,
I ask big up.
Bless up, Keisha. Yeah. What I'm asking for is my players to go out and perform to their ability and they'll be okay. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, but Cranky, you see, to me, like, my thing is, it was not detrimental. Drawing was not detrimental, right? But when we seized the lead, because obviously we went down. All right, now I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna clarify to people. When you're playing for a result, it means you're playing for a draw in football terms. Obviously, Cranky, we went out there to get a result. Upon trying to secure a result, we snatched a goal with Cephas. So I'm saying, okay then, we're now in a position to get something more than what we bargained for. Because based on what they were doing, that's not what they bargained for. So I'm saying 3 points in the bag. You took off Cephas. You're bringing on Rico Henry. Play Greg Lay as the winger. The position that Cephas is playing, play Greg Lay in that position. But the centre forward is required in order for you to be pressing the defense. Because if you don't have a centre forward, who is going to hold up the centre back? The centre back is going to be able to step higher up the field. So so that is where the pressure now comes back onto Jamaica. And I think at that point in time, because it was like, sorry, the last 10 minutes of the game, it's like we shut off Cranky.
I think what happens is this. It's not just this coach, it's football in general. The last game Arsenal played where we drew with Sunderland, we took off, I forgot who we took off, put on Mascara. We have 3 centre backs. Mascara didn't know what he was playing. Coaches seem to do this nowadays. They just turn a bunch of defenders and hope that they can just defend. Now, what you do when you do that, you create pressure on yourself because you're not making the other team conscious or concerned about offense. And it's not balanced.
Exactly, because Greg Lay, when you put on Rico Henry, automatically now we are saying, all right, you take off Cephas and Roman Burrell. You put on Anderson and Greg Lay. Sorry, Anderson and Rico Henry. And I'm like, okay, Cephas is coming off. That means Greg Lay is going to play left wing, something that is probably quite adept at because he scored a couple of goals for Oxford. So I think he can maneuver that position. And a lot of left backs tend to end up being decent wingers. So I'm saying, all right, push him forward, make Rico Henry now play the fullback position, and then keep the shape. But then when you put him on, like Rico Henry and Greg Lay find themselves nothing up because neither one of them knows which position they're playing.
Yeah, no, I do think in today's football, I get frustrated when you are acquiescing to the opposition in terms of just putting on so many defenders. So I'll give you an example. If you put on a player, I was using Arsenal. If you put on Lewis Kelly, right? He's a midfielder by trade, but he plays left back.
Yeah.
There's a difference between put on a true left back who don't have the ability to play midfield, right? If you're looking for someone who can put balance to the team. So I was surprised that we had nobody there to put pressure on the center of the park because what happens, the guy dribbled about 15 yards before he made that pass into Levi, to Garcia. There was no pressure on the ball. And if you don't pressure on the ball, people, the man has all day to make a decision.
And Garcia has been dangerous all game.
And Garcia was the most dangerous player on the field all game, yeah.
Yeah, the man has been eat grass on the back line. Remember, Garcia is just responsible for ruining Richard King. Simple, just eliminating Richard King from this window. That's what Garcia did. Eliminate Richard King.
Yeah, but is that true though? I don't think so because I think Richard King hurt himself in that tackle with Spicer, and he probably he was trying. Remember initially when he got hurt, he was slamming on the ground and he pushed. He waved away one of his teammates because when you get hurt and you have to come off. You're just like, I don't want anybody to talk to me. Then he went back and played. I don't think he recovered from that. No,
that's why people say Cephas shouldn't have come off. But I'm like, are you watching the game, guys? Because Cephas went down a couple times, and Cephas went down a couple times.
You're breaking up, CC.
To come off the field.
CC, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. You need to get a better, phone system in Jamaica may be challenged. So
that never gonna get on there. Something that cranky.
You need to get a Starlink. You need to get Elon Musk more money than he has.
Cranky. That is why I've not gone into the start thing and I say, Elon Musk them can, I don't know, man. No wonder the people must say the star man-made because all of a sudden Starlink just take over Jamaica. But I don't know. Maybe
No, that happens in life. The opportunity is created based on difficult circumstances. This is just one of them. Because Starlink was in Jamaica before, you know, and it was growing in Jamaica. It was growing in Jamaica.
Because I know my friend had it. So the other day when I was on some excursion doing some assessment and stuff to check on people's properties and things, we had one because we had to communicate with the office, and we had one. So I know, you know, it's satellite connected, and if it's working, it's working. I mean, I probably have to do a live and tell the people them say send to super chat so I can build back bigger and better. I get a Starlink. Yes, people. So you see it, send to super chat so we can get one Starlink. So we have to break up when me explain something to Cranky. You know?
Well, yeah, you can carry it with you.
Yeah, we can put it there, car on the dashboard. Remember, you know, he's a car streamer, car YouTuber. Like Maverick.
Car YouTuber, it's not dangerous. I don't want to get my youth, and I especially Jamaica people that drive different.
No, Cranky, then by the way, how comes in there Jamaica Cranky? I don't understand.
When I come to Jamaica last June.
Yeah, but Cranky, this is like the game to qualify us to the World Cup.
No, I had a I'm getting too personal. The ophthalmologist went into my eye and didn't do a good job. So
oh my God.
Trying to get it fixed. Yeah, the ophthalmologist went in and make all these promises. Then you see 2020. They know 20 what I'm seeing. They know 20.
Cranky, there was a recommended surgery to me on my left, not my right eye. Right? Because that's why I have to wear glasses. And I can't bring myself to do the surgery because I'm like, am I gonna allow him to come into my eye? Because he's gonna have to
I mean, it's pretty safe. And not to talk too much about the surgery, but it's pretty safe. But what happened was, I decided to get the high end of the surgery, right? So just a quick summary, which is I had LASIK surgery before. So when they do the calculation for your eye, they factor in LASIK in the calculation. They have to use a software to do it. The problem is not everybody's eye configuration change because of a LASIK in a certain way. So they calculate based on the standard way of doing it. My eye is not standard. So I got trifocal lens, and they're not even showing like single focal. They're showing a damn thing. So anyway, that's the story. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I keep going back and forth to the doctor 24/7, trying to get this thing addressed, and they haven't fixed it. The doctor passed me to somebody else. It's another story. Me and AI working through it. My AI and I are working through it. Huh? Yeah, break up. CC, I'm going to let you go. We can't hear you. You can't mess up. We have to talk at that time, CC, because we go on program. Can't hear you, CC. You come in and out. You break up. CC gone, people. Take him off, people. CC gone. But anyway, I'm going to close the program down. I've been on since 3 o'clock? Almost 3 hours. I'm YouTube sure I can't long, but they're long, but they're fun. Couple things, people, which is I am not a Musk fan. To the contrary, Musk does a lot of good for society at large in terms of the initiatives he gets involved in, the companies that he's built. He's just not a good human being, and I have certain principles that I live by, so I ain't changing my principles. I don't like people who are not good people. I think people should just be good people. Period. Life is short. You're here for a time. Be the best person you can be. You treat people fairly and treat people good. You're not racist. You're just trying to help. And that's what you should do with your life. Other than that, if you're not, I ain't got time for you. But anyway, back to the football. Because I'm going to close down soon. I'm going to say this, which is this. Each of us, no matter where you're located, whether you're in Jamaica or not, and I have a lot of friends who went to Jamaica. In fact, everybody keep calling me, asking me, now go down. We get called yesterday, come down, my youth. I can't reach there because of my situation. And plus, so I like fly. So if I have a situation, I still with that struggle. Probably that go with my eyes closed. But my hope is this, is that we play our best football. Because we haven't played a good game yet for this entire, I don't count Bermuda, people. I count Trinidad and I count Curaçao. We have not played a good game yet. And my hope is this, is that the coach picked a team that's balanced. The coach doesn't go too many over the gung-ho trying to score too early and be vulnerable. We're methodical in our approach. We pick the best team possible. And that's going to give us the best chance to win. It's a balanced team, not balanced in terms of diaspora versus local, balanced in terms of who we put on the team, the attributes that they have, and what they can contribute. And if we do that, I think we have a very good chance to win. Now, Curaçao, if we score first, we'll feel the pressure because then they have to come out and play. And we have people on outside who can do very well. I don't know if Gray is available. Someone just mentioned to me, I think it was Odell, that Gray may have gone back to England. I haven't heard that. I don't get some of my sources I used to have just to give me information. But I think between Nicholson and Cephas and others that we can make Curaçao very uncomfortable. And we're at home, people. We're at home. We're at home, people. All right, we're at home. We shouldn't put on too many forwards and too many midfielders. Just balance it out. Defenders play defense. Midfielders play midfield. Forwards play forwards. Let's not do it's too late to do experiment. The only experiment I would consider is 3 at the back, just because I'm worried about the midfield. But if we haven't played 3 at the back and they haven't done it and they're not comfortable, then don't do it. Play the 4. My concern is King being injured, Lowe being injured, Lowe being unfit, Pinnock being slow. And even with those concerns, and even though Trinidad got chances, we still have only given up 3 goals in, I'm going to say 3 goals in 3 games. I'm going to count the Bermuda game. Because Bermuda was just about goal difference. We have given up 3 goals in 3 games. Curaçao didn't get a lot of chances against us. Yes, they scored 2. They had another one in the box. The guy, I think he slipped. We had 5 chances. So if we took 3 of our chances, it would be a tied game and wouldn't be in this position. So let's hope that come Tuesday, I'm going to do a show tomorrow, probably later tomorrow, talk more about this. Let's hope come Tuesday that mentally we're there, physically we're okay, and the 12th person, because I'm not going to say 12 man, I think that's very sexist to be honest. The 12th person, that's the fans. Let's hope the fans are there in their numbers. And I'm very encouraged about that. I know that's been talked about a lot by a lot of different people. But when I look at that grandstand is sold out, and you know Jamaicans love to things late. 2 days before the game, when I talk to a number of people who tell me they're all going down for the game from the US, I don't know if people going down from Canada or from the UK. And when I see this sort of level of enthusiasm where people need to realize that, you know what? If we win, we're in the World Cup. Forget about what transpired before. If we win, as them say, Jamaica is done. If we win, we're in the World Cup. That's all we got to think about. We have to make Curaçao feel very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. It's a big enough stadium. It holds 30-something thousand. It can hold about 40 people up on the track. Make them feel the breath. Make them feel the pressure. Make them feel the energy. Make the players them feel like, say, you know what? Them can run over our moon. Them can jump over a building. Make them feel good. Call them name. Boots up all of them. Not only the one them want to know. Call them. Not as a matter of people. Just one game. Winner take our game. So like how Nigeria lose to Congo today. Right? Winner take our game. I mean, I pressed by mistake. Winner take our game, people. So if we play to our best, if the coach pick the right team, and I'm sure they will, then we can win the game. And hopefully, we win by more than 1 goal. We don't want to get nervous come 70, 75 minutes. We need to win by more than 1 goal. Now, we have some difference maker on our team. Cephas is a difference maker. Nicholson is a difference maker. One of Jamaica's leading goal scorer. Whisper is a difference maker. We need those players to step up. Because Campbell hasn't scored for us yet, so he has a chance if he gets game time. I think offensively, we have not been our best offensively. I'm always going back to 3 years ago to see Bailey and Gray and even though Antonio never scored, Antonio and everybody has scored. Whisper scored in that tournament. Gray scored a goal. Bailey scored a goal. Antonio never scored. Russell scored. Whisper scored. So the goals can be distributed, people. And I think Curaçao can be susceptible to long throws by Pinnock and to corners. So we have to pressure them. And you know what? It may be Cephas there again. But I think for Cephas, to be effective, we have to isolate him. And he has to try to play 1-2, not just run past them on them. Because they must start running before him even touch the ball. And on the right side, whoever's playing the right side, whether it's Campbell or Dixon, just got to play with some composure, play within themselves, don't overdo it. Hope the pressure don't get to us. So, people, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm glad you're here. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Both to both channels, because you know I have two channels we have, even though this show is only on one channel. Our Balanced View channel, which is growing actually. I think I went from 200 people 2 months ago to about 1,400. So that grew, where I do most of that stuff except for football. I know a lot of football on it. I also have a website, people, SSNN Live, that just dropped. And obviously I have this channel. So subscribe, hit the like button, and I appreciate you. Only said they're not available. Yeah, somebody mentioned to me that he went back. I don't know what that's about. But he's not been available for the entire playoffs anyway. He missed the first two windows and disappeared against Trinidad. So he's not been available, which is sad. Which is sad, actually, because he has been one of Jamaica's better players. At least when he first came, he just tailed off us late. So if he's not here, you know what? Next man up. That's my philosophy, people. If he's not here, next man up. That's Whisper's chance. That's Campbell's chance. That's Dixon's chance. Man are there, put in somebody else. Yeah, well, they won't play a high line, people. They don't have to win, you know. They look to get at us playing. I think they just play how they play. Advocate is a very experienced coach. They just play how they normally play, with the view that they can beat us without have to resort to anything different. What we have to do is make sure. Okay, if we give an early goal, the crowd is not going to be in the game. We have to be very careful. Yeah, I mean, if he's not here, it's the next person up. We're not going to worry about who's not here. We're going to worry about who's here. If you're not here, you're not here. Whoever is here, whoever can play, that's what we're worried about. Right? We can't be serious struggling about, oh, this person will turn up and this person not playing. And what we are doing. No, sir, no. We have enough good, competent players. Dixon, Whisper, Campbell on the right. Cephas up player left, of course. Middle of the park, if Palmer is here and Palmer start, Kai Palmer here and go start, along with Hayden. I'm sure it's going to be Bobby Reed beside him, even though some people think Bobby Reed shouldn't play or shouldn't start. And then we have Limbikis on left, right. So we have a decent team, people. Right? We have a decent team. So anyway, thanks for being here, people. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday. But by the way, people, I do appreciate you coming on a Sunday, because I know a lot of you are probably religious. I don't know, so me kind of different when it comes to that. So I appreciate you take time on your Sunday to spend it here with me and my guests on the panel, CC and Cataract, and also with the callers who called in, including Fisherman. Fisherman who like to beat me. Bless up, Fisherman. But I keep telling these people I have receipts, so don't try to beat me. Yeah, I wish I have receipts. But yeah, thanks for being here. Appreciate you being here. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I'm going to do show at different times nowadays. I have no set time no more. It's 6 o'clock. We never set time anymore. So bless King Judas. Have a wonderful evening, people. Be safe. And if you can get to the stadium on Tuesday, please do so. Sometimes you better watch game of bleachers anyway. You have more exits than Grandstand. So go enjoy yourself, people. And I hope you have good plans for the after party, because we hear something call and say, what's that called? I forget now. Say him have planned with him people at the after party. So hopefully we are celebrating Tuesday night, about 9 o'clock. Hopefully they are celebrating. All right, people? Be good. We'll be back tomorrow, and we're going to carry the game to people. So we'll be here come Tuesday, hour before the game, for the pre-game show, and then for the game, and then after show. All right? So bless up, people. Peace out. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Bye. Frankie Life is the best to be now. For the best sports talk, and it's free, yo. Frankie Life will be your guiding light by keeping you informed both day and night. Frankie Life, tell them. Frankie Life, heed them. Frankie Life, want them. Cranky Life. From the courts to the field, we'll never lose, because Cranky has the hottest news. With expert analysis, we break it down. Our in-depth coverage is best in town. Cranky Life, tell them. Cranky Life, heed them. Cranky Life, want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life, where the sports is spicy and where we keep the discussion lively. cranky life. Get to know the name because cranky analysis is never lame. Cranky life. Give me my cranky life. I want my cranky life. Must have my cranky life. Whether it's football or track and field, you know cranky is at the wheel. So join the journey through victory and defeat and subscribe and don't miss a beat of cranky life. Tell them, cranky life. Heed them, cranky life. Want them, cranky life. If you're from England or a USA, from Kingston or Bombay, from Kenya or Canada, Lagos or Havana, visit Cranky Live. Tune into Cranky Live. Like up Cranky Live. Subscribe to Cranky Live. Cranky Live coming to you on weekdays. Cranky Live sometimes on Sundays. Pull up a chair and take a seat because Cranky will always bring the heat. Cranky Live. Me say fi tell them Cranky Life. Me say fi heed them Cranky Life. On them Cranky Life. Cranky Life will be around. Cranky Life is the best in town. Me say fi heed them. Me say fi want them. Me say fi heed them. Want them, heed them, want them. Cranky Life. Cranky Life. Heed them, want them, heed them. Want them, cranky life, cranky life. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed them, want them. Cranky life, cranky life, cranky. Heed them, want them, heed them, want them, heed them,